I don't know why you always have to be judging me. Because I only believe in science.
Ramsey's number one, he knows the secrets of desire. Ramsey's is the one, he puts the people all on fire.
Nobody can compete with God.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? Excuse me while I whip this out.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Blacklist Universe tonight, Friday Night Bullpen. I don't know. A couple people said they wanted to come by, but I don't see them on here yet. I gave them the time. So I'm actually going to be working. Sorry, but I'm here to get some work done and chitty chat with the people in the chat. Let's say hi to Humphrey Barry, Calliope at Night, Migsy, Zach Richmond, Fuzzy Creature, Andrew Hayes, Dragon, Iron Luke, like in France, it is Luke, Comics Bear, and Humphrey Bear. It's a bear off. It's unbearable. What's up, Andrew Hayes? Matt C. Yes, that is Matt Costin in the thumbnail pic. I started this stream, or I set this stream up from my phone, so I had to use a picture I had on my phone. Calliope. Anybody else? Mr. Hellstorm. What's up? Hola. I so love that bit from Blazing Saddles, says Jeff Potts. Indeed. I love that. It's great. Oh, JoJo's in here cackling at some YouTube videos. So Rhaegar says, I can barely handle the dad jokes. All right. I'm 1 minute late. Was I late? Really? I'm sorry. I was having a lovely, relaxing time with my wife, and I really didn't want to get out of bed and come. But I got work to do. I got so much work to do. So, work. How you doing, boys? You miss me? Anyone who knows Blazing Saddles knows what I'm talking about. I thought about making that a clip, and then I thought that might be a little bit distracting of a clip. So, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I mean. If you know what clip I'm talking about. Work. How you doing, boys? You miss me? The humor on here is really grisly. It's getting hairy up in here, I'll tell you. Cat thinks putting his butt in my face will somehow help with leg cramp. Well, I hope your cat doesn't have worms. Anyone remember JoJo's gaming stream? Left it on all night into the next morning. Good times. No. Was it a gaming stream? I do not recall. Let's see. Gary does good/bad dad jokes. My dad jokes are all phenomenal, Humphrey. So I need to juice up on some coffee so I can get my brain into it. Where's Matt? I don't know. I messaged him on here, let me bug him with a phone call. I'll be like, You're live. Let's put it online and see if Matt Costin answers his phone. You can all hear that, right?
Hello?
You're on the air.
I'm on the air.
You're on the air. Congratulations. This is the that Publishers Clearinghouse. Is your name Matthew Cosine?
What? No, it's Cossin.
Oh well, I'm sorry. Then you do not win $21 million. My apologies.
I could be a caffeine if
Sorry, you missed your shot. Hey,
yeah,
what are you doing? We're streaming.
I do it. First time caller, long time listener. How's it going?
Going all right. Do you want to jump on?
Oh, you guys are rocking and rolling now?
Yeah, I'm doing a Friday night bullpen. Gonna do some drawing and chatting.
Okay.
So
Okay, I'll try to jump on. I gotta set up.
that's good because I used your picture in my thumbnail.
What? Oh, we mean that fake one? All I get is the picture. Wink, wink.
No, the picture we. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wink, wink.
Okay, so who else is in right now?
No, it's just you and me, bro.
Okay. They'll join later to the party.
It's funny because Zach was on. He's like, "Hey, we're doing something tonight." I'm like, "Yeah." No, Zach.
He's busy handling the Instagram page now, right?
That's right. So, for those who don't know, Zach volunteered to launch a Drawn and Quartered Pros Instagram page. So, if you want to get over to Instagram and look for Drawn and Quartered Pros.
Yeah.
Sorry, now my fingers are covered in chocolate because.
Of course. Of course they are.
Hey, if you're going to put chocolate on my desk, I'm going to eat it. That's just the way things are. All right. So, when are you going to pop in?
I'll try to get set up in 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes. All right. We'll see
Maybe
you then.
sooner.
Huh?
Hopefully sooner, but I'll try to get up.
All right.
And going.
All right.
All right. See you guys later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Rate the quality of your audio call. I'll just say it was good. Jojo. All right, close that. And oh, hey, look at that. It's the Magnificent Seven. For those of you who don't know about the Magnificent Seven, currently being printed. Everything's taken care of. Oh, shoot, the metal prints. I got to order the metal prints. I put it off so that I could get some of the limited Matt Weldon cover metals sold. I only sold 13, 20 left to go, but I'll get it done. Not a fan of the logo. What logo, fuzzy creature? What are you mocking exactly? That cackle gave me Hillary flashbacks. Thanks. That's great. Everybody's here to squash my ego one more time. Yeah. So get yourself some Magnificent Seven. Time is short. Actually, I'll probably just leave it open because I think I ordered a couple thousand extra so that I could keep selling them. Look, if you care about our president who's currently in the middle of a health crisis with COVID. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say COVID. Oh, I said it again. The Corona virus. Well, then the best way to help him that I can think of personally is to back Magnificent Seven. Because I mean, what else are you gonna do? You can't really. I mean, you can pray for him. That'll. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, it's just so. I'm sitting there watching this report on, I don't know, NBC or ABC or one of those god awful alphabet letter news channels, and it's talking about how this is the first time. This is Lester Holt, whatever Lester Holt is. This is Lester Holt. This is the first time that a sitting president has had a serious health crisis in 50 years. I'm like. He's got a mild fever and fatigue. This serious health crisis. And then he starts mentioning like FDR, polio, what's his face? Woodrow Wilson having the flu and having to basically sit out the rest of his falling prey to influenza and having to basically sit out the rest of his presidency while his wife took over, and like all of these horrible. It's like, okay, literally, dude has a slight fever, and fatigue. It's not like he has the plague. Yeah, a serious health crisis is Ronald Reagan getting shot, right? Although he did mention that too. That was part of his report. It's like, this is like, it's the end of the world for Donald J. Trump as he gets the coronavirus. And his wife's symptoms are so grim. She has, I think, a light cough. Yeah, I think it was a light cough was her symptoms. So a light cough for her, a light fever, and fatigue for this most serious health crisis in 50 years in the president. And now we'll find out what happens if the president is out of commission and who... And then they go to like something about Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi, you're second in line to become president should something happen. It's like, bruh, he's got a light fever and fatigue. It's, I mean, it's, I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't pray for him. You should. Everyone should be praying for him all the time anyways. And you should also be backing Magnificent Seven, because the more people back this book, and we're at the holy number right now, the holy number of 777 backers. In one very strange way, I don't want anyone else to back because it's a Magnificent Seven and it's 777 backers. And if I ended the campaign right now, just because it had 777 backers, that would feel somehow complete. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm really tempted to. But it's a prophecy. The book is prophetic. It is prophetic because if you see the story here, it goes that the president is being inaugurated for the second time. The second time in January of 2021, and as we can all expect, the entire Democratic Party melts down into an inhuman blob. Mike, your hair looks especially lustrous tonight. Are you using a new conditioner? No, Don Chin, I'm using the same conditioner that I always use. Whatever's in the shower. Weird strategy on their part. When he recovers, he'll get a bounce from coming back from near death. His near death fatigue and slight fever. Mike, what did you think about the debate? I didn't watch because too many people were streaming their takes on it. Sorry. I'm a little biased, a little bit, but I thought it was a clear win for Trump. Biden is such a liar. Biden is such a liar that his, and this isn't the first time I noticed it was in this debate. I've seen him do it before. And actually I've seen a lot of Democrats do this. Hillary Clinton does this too. When you confront them with a truth that an undeniable truth, like, hey, your son was arrested for, or your son was kicked out of the army for cocaine use, their immediate reaction is to say, that's not true. Their immediate reaction is to lie, deny, decry, lie, deny, decry. It's madness. It's but that's what he does. And so it's like, how do you deal with something like that? It's although I think Trump lied once in there too when well, here's the thing. For Trump, I could say that he forgot something stupid that he said, right? Because they said, "Oh, didn't you? What was it? Didn't you? Oh, you said something about nuke? No, not the one about about nuking hurricanes, right?" And I'm like, I remember Trump saying something about nuking hurricanes, and he's like, "Yeah, I didn't say that." Now, maybe Trump. It was such a flippant because it was clearly a very flippant thought. It's like, he probably comes up with half a dozen ideas every minute and just spits them out of his mouth, and then the press runs with them. So I could, if I had to excuse it, I'd say, okay, I could believe that he just didn't remember saying something so flippant. To me, when he said that, I'm like, I wonder if that would work. Like, seriously, would it work? Do you think you could nuke a hurricane and change its course? No. What do you think change means? He says, no, I think you just alter it. What? I literally just said change. It's the same. They're synonyms. Alter. Look at a thesaurus. Yeah, the fallout would be ridiculous, but could you change it? Could you stop a hurricane in its tracks by nuking it? Another question, does a hydrogen bomb have the same nuclear fallout as an atomic bomb? I don't know. This is nothing I've ever looked up before. If a hydrogen bomb, which we have created, could alter the course without any fallout, has it ever been tried? I don't know. Don't ask me. Hydrogen bombs are what, like 100 times more powerful than nuclear bombs? So how about we try next time? Anyways, I'm getting way off course. The fact that he could misremember something like that versus your son was kicked out of the military for being a druggie, which isn't something you're going to forget. But this, your insta reaction is to deny. Lie, deny, decry. This is the left modus operandi. Steve Swanson says there is a serious proposal that the pressure wave of a sufficiently powerful explosive could dissipate a hurricane/tornado. Nuclear fallout not worth it, though. That's what I'm saying. Somebody look up what kind of fallout there is from a hydrogen bomb. Calliope says fallout from a nuked hurricane would be bad. That's why intelligent people know it's a joke. Well, here's the thing. We've launched a bazillion nukes on this planet. I mean, not a bazillion, but we've launched a bunch of nukes. We've tested a bunch of nukes. And how was the fallout? I mean, I bet you could go set up shop on Bikini Island right now, and that's where they tested a bunch of nukes back in the 50s. And yeah, instantaneous fallout would be bad. But I want to point something out that these scientists are always... I'm so tired of scientists thinking they know everything. Remember the fallout, or not the fallout, the radiation will poison the earth for 1,000 years. Anybody seen Nagasaki lately? Nagasaki today. Hey, look, it's Nagasaki. I think I'm not trying to salvage the idea. I'm just saying I'm tired of the... Oh, time to go to work? No? All right. So here's Nagasaki today. I don't think the 1,000 years of fallout is really keeping them from getting back to work. Let's check out Hiroshima today. Hiroshima today. Images by Tyrone Green. Oh, look how beautiful.
Way smaller than they are today.
Yeah, but it's not about the size of the nuke. It's about the they said that the radiation would poison the land for 1,000 years and no one could ever rebuild anything and blah 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 blah. It's terrible. Hiroshima. How are they cleaning? Yeah, how do you clean? I mean, obviously this was hit by the nuke. So how do you clean radiation out of the earth? It's not like they could just scrape off.
Radiation comes from
radioactive iodine.
What? Iodine.
I know, but that's how it gets into your body, is in iodine.
I thought iodine's how you get it out of your body.
No. That's the problem, is that if you don't have enough iodine in your body, and then the radioactive iodine, you ingest it or it comes into your body somehow, if you don't already have enough iodine, then the iodine will store in your fat. Right? And so that's why, frankly, Japan, this highly fish-centric diet place is probably the best place on earth for nuclear issues to happen, because they eat so much iodine in their food. Andrew Hayes says 200 years, Mike, not 1,000 years. All right, well, that's been 70 years. I went to Bikini Island. It wasn't what I had hoped for. They scrape off the topsoil. There's buildings still there. Lends credence to the theory that the atomic bomb is a hoax, a control mechanism. I have never heard that theory at all. Interesting. Mike talking about nukes is better than Mike talking about Bitcoin. Yes. I'm what? Wants me? Elijah, you can take over for a minute.
You see, the reason why his theory doesn't make sense is that radiation today is much different. Today's radiation lasts 10 times as long. We're using different physics today. The physics back then were very outdated. They don't work anymore. We're on like version 8.0 right now with the physics engine. So yeah, that's why nuking hurricanes is not the best idea, at least yet, until we refine it a bit better. We can hopefully in the future we can take like a funnel looking thing, put a nuke in it, and it'll blast it all out in that direction, just push the hurricane away. We'll push it to like Europe or something, because they need more hurricanes, you know. Is it true that Captain Planet cleans out the radiation? I've never watched Captain Planet. That's I don't know. That show didn't look very cool to me. How's the job front going? It's exhausting. Lots of late night shifts.
Why is he work? Why are you going to work now, Elijah? Captain Planet. No, you know what's getting me kind of verklempt about the whole science thing. I'm not anti-science. These people that treat the words of scientists as if they are gods, right? Like you got Biden saying all this crap. The science, you gotta follow the science. You gotta follow the. Oh wait, sorry. He's like this. You gotta follow the science. The science tells us that if we wear masks, we'll save 200,000 lives. Shut up. Not a single prognostication from any of the scientists since the very beginning of the coronavirus has ever come true or come anywhere near the prognostication. It's madness that these idiots are still saying you gotta follow the science. Have the scientists been correct on anything yet? No. Then why are we following them? No. Because that's right, Zippy. 200 million have already died in America alone. It's terrible. The Sharona Corona. Get Matt Cossin. Thanks, Rhaegar. I'm so glad you're enjoying my presentation of science here on Blacklist Universe. The Cossin show is on. You did not answer my question, Mike. When are you moving? I don't know. Still talking about it. We're still talking about it. My wife's been looking at places in Tennessee. We got to take a trip out to the East Coast and look around. Look around. I was thinking about I have an aunt that lives in North Carolina, so I was thinking about like asking her if we could like go there, stay with her, and then like rent a car and drive down to South Carolina, maybe drive over to Tennessee, just kind of use her place as a base as we explore and look around see how we like different places. One time I visited Tennessee. I've visited Nashville. I liked it. I thought it was really beautiful, but terribly humid out there. Zippy says Tennessee is pretty good. Mm-hmm. Guy from Red Bank says, I'm thinking about moving to Tennessee. Eric Hawkins says Tennessee is nice. I was going to say North Carolina is awesome. Only place I've ever had a tick. Don't ask me where I had the tick. Jared Hankins says long-term cesium-137 and strontium-90 would be the major radionuclides affecting the fresh water supplies. But it's over the ocean. I mean, I understand be in the clouds for a minute, but meh. I don't know. There's a cost benefit ratio one must consider when you're talking about using a hydrogen bomb to destroy something that would otherwise destroy something. I don't know, man. I just figure if you live in the southeast or the Gulf Coast, on the coast, by this time you're aware that you live someplace where they get hurricanes. It's like living in Tornado Alley and being like, we got to do something about these tornadoes. Yeah, like move someplace where there aren't tornadoes. Nope. Got to do something else. Mrs. Miller just wants to move to Tennessee because Shapiro moved to Nashville. If you live in North Carolina, make it Western North Carolina. Why is that, General Grudge? Global warming is fake. Stay out of the woods, Mike. Well. All the fissionable material in a bomb converts to energy. All right. Gosh, I am way behind on the chat. I need Matt to come in here so that I can pay a little less attention to the chat and do a layout on my page. I gotta get to work. Big country music fan? Not in the slightest. No. I like Johnny Cash. And I like that song, All My Exes Live in Texas. I guess there's a few country songs throughout the course of my life that I've resonated with a little bit. Yeah. None of my exes live in Texas, actually. Calliope says, "Is Elijah going with you when you move to Tennessee or North Carolina?" No, we're leaving him here. He says we're not moving, but you never know. You never know. Mike moved to New Jersey. We can be like neighbors. Who's she calling? What does she want? Isaac. Start the show, guys. This is the show. See, that's my band. Got my band back here playing the background music. Andrew says part of the problem with the coronavirus experts' statements is that they were giving out general information while starting to study the disease at the same time. Yeah. Well, the problem is they never got anything right. And I highly doubt they're going to get everything right or anything right. They're giving us best guesses, which thus far, again, have all been wrong. Some of them on an immense magnitude of wrongitude, right? And yet we have Mr. We gotta trust the science. We gotta trust the science. Trying to tell us, that if we don't all wear face masks, 200,000 of us are gonna die. Nope, we're not talking about where I had the tick, Eric. Sorry, it's just not gonna happen. All the smart people from Tennessee came to Texas, and the rest left the rest in Tennessee. Now, why would you go from Tennessee to Texas? Texas is hot and dry. And what's the difference here? Tick happens, my God. Yes, it did. I think I was like 8. Yeah, I think I was like 8 years old. It's the only time I've ever had a tick. I wonder if I have Lyme's disease or Lyme disease, whatever you call it. Spoon City. Why are we talking about nukes? Oh, because Trump has corona. Hello, Matthew.
Hey, sorry I'm late, guys.
It's all right. We're looking at this beautiful view of Hiroshima.
Hiroshima. That sounds familiar.
Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let me.
That's one of the bomb sites, right?
That's correct. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Those are the two. Let me get rid of that. Or I could put it over here. Yeah, that works.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Look who's here. The masked mandate.
The masked mandate. Yes. I'm not a rule breaker.
You're not a rule breaker.
Zippy's
got some information. Tennessee is a much lower cost of living. Check out the Tax Foundation, who puts out actual value of $100 in each state. Mississippi is really $115.
What?
Buying power, I guess.
Huh.
The thing about leaving San Diego, though, the thing about leaving California, dude, our produce is so good here. Where'd you come from? Minnesota? Michigan?
Michigan.
Michigan.
Well, actually, I was living I'm from Michigan, but I was living in Vegas before I came out here. So,
all right. How was the produce in Michigan?
It's pretty good. I mean, we got a lot of apples. And
how much was the produce in Michigan?
Oh, how much did it cost? I think it was relatively cheap. I think it's actually more expensive here. I think.
Really?
I mean, it was. You know what? I wasn't.
I find that there are certain things that because we grow them in California, they're cheaper here.
Yeah.
Right. And then I go up to like Portland or Austin, and like certain things are like stupid expensive.
Well, like here,
like what's an avocado in Michigan? Oh, you haven't been there in forever.
Yeah. Well,
But oh my
yeah,
gosh,
avocado.
they're like $2 here now.
Yeah, they're getting expensive. Like I know it's
Crazy.
apples. If you want to get Fuji apples, or if it's a Fuji apples, right?
Fuji.
And you get them at yeah, Fiji is film, right? You get them at Costco for like what was it, a dozen of them for like $6 or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Really?
I don't know,
That's cheap.
but it's like and then you go to Ralph's and you get like 2 for like
They're like,
$5.
yeah, $1.69 a pound. Or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
crazy.
And they're like, okay, these things are 2 pounds each.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I guess it depends on what maybe it's seasonal too. I mean, like watermelons, it was good getting watermelon during the summertime. Pretty inexpensive.
It is something because I'm a foodie and I like to. I don't want to go someplace that doesn't have like a good Japanese market.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
what? I don't. It's funny. It's like I don't ever see myself moving out of California, but despite all the stuff people say, and San Diego was probably the best area in California.
San Diego is the best city in America. I really wish the communists hadn't taken control of our state.
Yeah. It's just the thing. It's like it seems like there's more.
Just keep in mind, Matt, in 15 years, you're not going to be allowed to buy a gas-powered car here.
Yeah, that's what the goal. They want to do away with all of the
that was the mandate. That's what that idiot Newsom just signed into law, I guess, like last 2 weeks ago.
That guy's a psycho, man. You see him, you smile like the Joker in front of that burned out, like the woods behind him. He's smiling. He's like, well, maybe you'll all pay attention and take it seriously now, climate change. I'm like,
Madness.
Madness. Yeah.
Lots of Asian markets in Michigan. I'm not going to Michigan. Sorry. That was not on the list of places to move. There
was like only one Japanese. Well, there's Japanese like businesses like in Detroit area, of course, the car companies, but the market area that I went to was small, man. At least when I lived there, it was like one little shopping center, and that was it. I'd hang out there for hours.
Yeah,
I was just learning Japanese, so it was my only spot. I got
says apples, blueberries, raspberries, peaches, corn, lots of corn, tart, cherries, pumpkins, you name it.
Where?
I don't know. What are we looking at? Let's see.
Oh, this is I'm still working on it. The Naruto piece, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Eric Hawkins points out that produce is cheaper because you grab them off of trees.
Yeah, we used to actually throw rotted apples at each other.
Oh yeah, that sounds lovely.
And when they hit, it explode because it's like squishy. Yeah, it was pretty nice. That was in Iowa though. People had apple trees in their backyard. It was weird out here. They have avocado trees out here. Some people.
Yeah,
that freaked me out.
Well, that's the thing is that avocados for people who don't live in the rest of the country, avocados used to be like 50 cents here, just like right, and then the green gold. Bye, have fun at work.
He's going to work.
Yeah, he works night shift at Jack and a Crack.
Jack and a Crack. Can you get any freebies?
He gets $7 stipend on food, so he can eat $7 worth of food every day.
Oh, that's nice.
Worth of Jack and the Crack. That's a lot of tacos.
Yeah.
What was I talking about?
You're talking about we're talking about fruit, avocados. People have trees, and then in the backyard, and then
I forgot what I was talking about.
Dang it, the chat knows, right?
I don't know.
They're like, we were talking.
Not paying attention. Close that door, Mike. All right. Well, the only one I'm worried about is JoJo. He's right there.
JoJo.
Oh, avocados. So when avocados became the health food, like they became popular all over. It wasn't just for guacamole anymore. It was like everybody wanted all the restaurants want avocados. Everybody wants avocados for their health and all that blah blah blah. And so there's a documentary about how avocados in Central America have become like. You ever seen the documentary Murder Mountain about growing pot up in Humboldt?
No.
Okay, my niece's friend was actually the subject. The boy who got murdered up there was a friend of my niece from
Oh,
San Diego, mind you. Went up
oh,
there,
oh.
and so there's this whole documentary about how when they legalized pot, it changed everything, all this dynamics, and all that blah 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 blah. Well, there's another documentary about avocados
Oh man.
and how like people are stealing land in like Chile or Peru or whatever, all over South America. People are like trying to nab all the land to and with the avocado trees, and like because it's such a boom market, it's like green oil, green gold.
Man,
What
so
did I say now, Rhaegar? What are you saying? Oh my gosh.
what's he saying?
Um
What is he saying?
he said, "Oh my God, Mike." And I'm like, "What?" I don't know what you're talking about.
Noises, people in the background dancing.
Don't let Elijah overdo it with the Jack in the Box. My father-in-law, he's like, "I'll give you $7 a day not to eat that crap."
Look at Mr. Dead in his pocket. Look at me. You're on the
Avocado.
That's good
There
for
it
your
is.
potassium, man. That's good for keto diet too.
Oh, the
That's
murder
my-
story. Oh, you
Murder.
don't. Oh, you're because my daughter or my niece's friend. She's like a daughter to me. But yeah, he
Man,
died.
that's
He was murdered. He was the That's a weird thing that he was the subject of it, because like when they show a picture of him with his friends, like she's in the picture, and that's how we knew it was somebody she knew, because Jill's watching it and she's like, "There's Jessica."
oh my gosh.
And she called everybody and she's like, "Oh, Jessica." I'm like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "Oh, that's her friend." Blah blah blah. And it's like,
Oh man, it's crazy.
that sucks.
That was on the TV or like on a Netflix or something.
I think Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Murder Mountain. Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Here, let me look it up.
Oh, guess what I got, man? Yesterday.
What did you get?
I got the number, man. The same number. 3/8. Is it the 0.38?
3.8, huh? All right, here.
38.
We're gonna let me just grab this, drag it over to my shared screen, and we'll check out the trailer for Murder Mountain.
Ooh.
It is a popular show on Netflix. Murder Mountain is about a remote area of California where hundreds of people disappear without a trace every year. Many people say it's too far-fetched to be true. So our Jim Murray headed out to Murder Mountain to find out.
This scenic stretch of Northern California wilderness is where 60% of marijuana is grown in the United States.
I'm just going to pause it every once in a while and say random things so that it doesn't get struck.
Experts tell us it's not the climate or the soil that draws farmers here, it's the isolation. Authorities tell us there are thousands of farms all around us.
And there's another startling statistic. Humboldt County also has the highest rate of missing person cases in the state. Ground zero for danger is this place, known as Murder Mountain.
Wait, Dark Admiral, what do you mean by legally? Yeah, they changed the laws, and that's what's the point is. They've changed the laws so that you can legally grow dope here, and it really changed the dynamics of Humboldt, because Humboldt used to be a bunch of these guys hiding their plots up in there, hiding them from the feds, and coming up with interesting ways that they could hide, huge stretches of land where they're growing pot. And then when it became legal, yeah, dude, it was like one of the things that they were like all up there like complaining to the city council, because they used to turn around. You used to get $50,000 from a good plant, and like now that it's legal and everybody's doing it, now you're only getting like $2,000 from a plant, and we can't even pay the taxes on it. It's so funny.
Mountain. That's where I'm headed.
Cell service is out, so I have no cell service. If anything were to happen to us right now.
All All right, this is not about the movie. So let me
We're
go.
out of luck.
Let me go back and try to find one. Murder Mountain trailer. Let's do the trailer. There we go. Video will play in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Mike, stop talking and put the blonde back. What the heck?
Sheriff's Office is asking for the public to keep an eye out for a missing man. Another man is mysteriously disappeared somewhere in County.
You could just tell that there's something going on up here.
There are flyers everywhere.
I don't think they have the slightest clue on what goes on in this county.
Trinity, Humboldt, Mendocino. This is the Emerald Triangle.
We have 15,000
The Emerald Triangle. It's their own law up there. It's their
It's just not in the marijuana industry anymore.
I've been shot at, beaten, kidnapped 3 times.
No, son, don't.
And that was just his grandma.
As soon as humanly possible.
You could end up dead. In that area. We refer to it as Murder Mountain.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's about my niece's friend. So
My gosh,
interesting
man.
things. Interesting.
She has interesting company, she keeps saying.
He was just kid, in OB, Ocean Beach, bunch of potheads down there. I mean,
oh yeah, OB.
yeah, and so he wanted to go and really make a go out of growing dope.
Jeez. And Zippy.
Kidnapped only 3 times, amateur. So, it's an interesting. I mean, personal connection aside, it's an interesting show.
Yeah. I mean, that's something I could get into watching because I get into watching some of these documentaries. Like there's that one about the Ozark, not Ozark. It's the one that's Texarkana murders that happened in the 30s, I think it was.
Oh,
and then it reoccurred again, the same style of murders, like in the 60s or 70s. It was crazy. But this guy, he was like the Zodiac killer. He would basically shoot, stab, strangle, or whatever. He just it was like always different, but he was just they kind of, I think it was in the 30s, they kind of like cornered him, and he ran across a train track, and they were shooting past this moving train trying to hit him. And I think they got him, but he just kept running. They never found his body. So crazy stuff like that. I was just like, man, it's just like, I don't know why. I'm not into like brutal murder stuff, but that one was interesting because it was like a reoccurrence in the same area. Like, and that's what my brother and I were talking about. We're talking about just like whatever that murder wicked spirit was going from one guy to another guy. It's like living in an area or something, because it's like it was exact same type of MO, but it couldn't have been the same guy because he'd be an old man, right? It just, it was weird, man. But I like documentaries.
Yeah, and series like that, so you can really get into it.
Oh, yeah, it's easy.
Speaking of G2s, I did it
What?
again.
This whole thing,
except for the hair and the black on the gauntlet. Pretty much everything else on here was G2s.
Whoa, man, you went for it, huh?
Yeah.
Dang. Do you like light box it, or do you just go over top of pencils with it?
I printed out the blue lines on my layouts.
Okay, that's the best way to do that in Lightbox, because for the drawn and quartered piece, I actually did the Lightbox because I think the pencils would interfere with ink flow sometimes. And when I started doing the ink flow on just straight on paper, it was going good. I would just like zip it along with no snags or anything. So I think the pencils sometimes.
I'm not in love with some of the stuff. It looks a little sloppy. But that's because I'm like super anal retentive about my inks.
Yeah.
So some people might notice what this symbol is, but maybe not.
What's what? Oh,
It's kind of a giveaway of who I'm working for.
okay.
But yeah, I thought it came out all right. Not too bad. I had to go in and clean up some of the stuff. Yeah, I need to use a quill for the smaller faces and stuff, and maybe I'll use a quill for the faces. Some of this rendering stuff, it is fun and easy with a quill with a G2.
Yeah.
But like, boy, doing like line weights and doing highly detailed stuff like eyes and no, yeah, I think I'm gonna step away from that. But
It is. It's a tougher when you're trying to do line variants with it, but like yeah, I don't know. For me, I want to work faster. You're already fast as it is, so I'm trying to get faster. So this helps me kind of go without babying the lines too much, because you see me draw like back when I was doing agenda pages. I was like taking me too long to ink, trying to get a nice line. I'm like,
right.
what am I doing?
This is what I printed out.
Oh, okay. And then you print it out on your actual comic, like Bristol?
On Bristol, comic Bristol, yeah.
And it's the blue doesn't come off. I mean, it sticks pretty good. It adheres to the paper.
The blue?
Yeah, the blue print.
It's an inkjet. So it's,
okay. I wasn't sure. You know how some paper if it doesn't respond well with the printer.
No. It works
I've had that type of thing. Of course, that's probably an old printer.
Works good. Works good.
Yeah, I just
saying, oh, Schmidt. Who's Schmidt and why are you owing him? Oh, sloppy anatomy. Jeff Potts. So tomorrow night, gonna do another art critique night. What do you think? You wanna come on and make it a team effort?
Next Friday?
No, tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night?
Yeah.
I don't think I would, but I don't know if I'll be able to, because my brother, we're going over to my friends for my brother's birthday.
Oh, okay.
So, like an early birthday party.
Right. Hey, I saw some of that stuff on
oh man, it smells
just
so
some
good.
random commercials on Facebook.
Yeah. My girlfriend got it for myself. Smells so good.
Did you see the documentary on the guy in Alaska who hunted girls in the woods?
Oh man,
no.
I think I heard about something about that. Because Canada's always bragged about how they don't have any psycho people in their country. And I'm like, yeah, you guys got
Sure they don't.
I stayed over in Canada for like kind of like a mini vacation. It was nice. It was like out in the middle of nowhere where I went, and it looked like it'd be one of those places.
All right, I am going to close out all my unnecessary stuff here so that I can.
Dr. Squatch.
My C drive is choking, man.
What's going on? Too much.
I have too much stuff.
You got to defragment your drive or something?
No, I don't think I need to. Wait, please sign your income tax. What? Huh. I guess I haven't signed my income tax form yet. All right, damn it.
Do you know that these gators are being like, there's like a prejudice now against them where places are starting to increasingly like say you can't come in with a gator?
Really?
Yeah.
Why is
like
that?
Some guy wearing a T-shirt that he cut out and made into a mask over his face.
Right.
He's like, hey, but I can't wear this.
That's dumb.
Yeah. The movie theater, AMC movie theater, said you can't wear that in the theater.
Really?
So you have to have one of these medical ones. But they're not even a metal. I mean, look at it. It's just like a paper thing, and they go because it covers more of your face. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It covers more of your face than my mask does. Like my mask is like over my whole head. Well, half my head's covered. But it's like so. I went to this sushi place at a casino out here just the other day. What was it? There's those casinos. They have the billboards on the 94 going out. The Escondino. Yes, that's it. Sequan.
Yeah.
I went to that one. It had sushi. They wouldn't let me in without it, but the guy just gives you this automatically because they want you in there to spend money, right? So one of our friends we were with, he wore it. He had a gator too. What he did is he put this under his gator and put the gator on top of it. And then I'm like, well, why are you doing that? He goes, just to tick them off. And so like security, I seen like 4 security guards all in the huddle, like pointing towards us, and then sent one of the persons running after us, like running. They're like, sir, You can't wear that. You got to wear it. And then she just pulled it down and showed him the mask. And then they were like, oh, and they just walked away. I'm like,
dumb.
I know, it's so stupid. It was so, but he's on the same page as me about the whole mask thing. So it was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. These Gators, man, there's the prejudice against Gators and against Rick Moranis.
Yeah. What the heck, dude?
I know. Jeez. Thanks, Comics Bear. Free Clausen. Free the face.
Rick Moranis. Who's gonna punch? I mean,
well, they don't know who he is.
I know.
That guy who punched him probably wasn't even alive when his first movies came out, you know?
Right.
And he's just like, all he sees is a white dude, like a Jewish white guy, and so he punches him in the face. And then the little big mistake, he punched a beloved celebrity by like everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, he might as well have punched Mr. Rogers in the face. He's got a bounty on his head now. I think it's like $2,500 now bounty to find that guy. So the New York City police said $2,500.
Wait a second.
Yeah, Kung Fu Kitty. I think it's BLM. I mean, he didn't chant or anything, but I mean, he just walked up, punched him. He didn't rob him. He didn't take anything from him. He just punched him and just kept walking like nothing happened. While Rick Moranis is like laying on the ground. And so there's a manhunt now after this guy, and his buddies will turn him in for $2,000.
Hope so.
Maybe he'll try to turn himself in to collect the reward. He's like, can I get that if I turn myself in? And the guy, it's funny, he had his nose showing. He had a mask, but his nose is showing. And someone goes, he'll probably get heavier fines and charges for showing the nose exposure than he will punching somebody. New York. Man, I can't believe.
You want to pop in? You have the link.
Brad. Did he call Ghostbusters? OP dog.
You got the link.
He's the gate. He's the key master, man. He should have called down the thunder. Or
Master.
he was the first Ant-Man, though, really, right? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's right.
He could have shrunk down, jumped inside of his nasal cavity, and just enlarged himself.
Yeah, I gotta watch those movies again before I finish writing Atomic Family, because it's kind of a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids meets Fantastic Four. Or
really?
The Imaginaries, or not the Imaginaries.
Incredibles?
The Incredibles, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's I can't. You know, the way things are going, like in that place, New York, it seems like, yeah, I don't know. I think people are going to start thinking twice before they. I know a lot of people are already moving out of there. I guess thousands of people, tens of thousands. OP dog, honey, I got knocked out.
Yeah. Someone was saying that, he's not surprised he kind of said, "Oh, I'm okay," like really quick.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't want people he doesn't want to get attacked by the rest of that BLM, right?
Yeah, the wokies.
Like, how dare you complain about getting punched? We've been getting hit for 400 years.
Who has their?
I didn't know you were that old.
Is something making noise in the background?
That's probably my fan. Let me see.
Your fan should be under your desk, cooling.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Well, it's like on my desk, but it's like pointed underneath I'm doing the leg thing. Is it better?
I don't hear it. Somebody else said maybe humans.
Oh my god.
On it. Yeah.
You're about to read it.
Like and share, everybody. Like and oh, you know what? I didn't even bother liking and sharing.
Maybe it's because it's on my desk and it's vibrating. I'll have to set it up somewhere else.
It's the Corona Rona. I have the Corona Rona.
The Rona. Yeah, my dad said he said at his work people were all smiling that they heard talking about the news that Trump got Corona. And my dad, because my dad's vocal about being a Trump supporter. Yeah. He doesn't give a care. He just goes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
These people, because it's because they think it's a death sentence.
Yeah, they actually think. And I'm like,
yeah, and by the way, everybody, Twitter is banning people for wishing death on Trump because you can't wish death on people. on Twitter. So if you see somebody,
so time to go out there and do some.
if you see something, say something. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Some of these people deserve to have things done to them that's worse than having their Twitter account shut off. So when you see something, say something. To Twitter. Report them.
Yes. Oh no! Did you see Ray Thulu? He said my shop kitty just jumped on my lap and she reeks of skunk musk.
Oh, I don't like that particular brand. Actually, I like the smell of skunk if it's far enough away.
Know what it smells like? It smells like pot. That's what pot smells like. Pot smells like my brother calls it skunk anus. He goes, someone's smoking a skunk anus.
Skunk-weed, yeah, it's there. It's a similar smell. It's a similar smell, and I like the smell of pot.
Oh, it smells horrible, man.
Really, you don't like it?
Oh, that's all I can smell nowadays out here. Is like I didn't know what it smelled like until I moved out to California.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what's crazy? When I visited friends in the Midwest, they had more pot stores there than they do here. It was crazy. It was advertisement stores. I saw maybe like 20 different shops just on a 10-minute drive. It's crazy.
Oh, shit, this is a splash page. Cool. I don't have to do that much thinking. All right.
No, it's out here, man. The pot smells like skunk butt.
Yeah.
It just smells really bad, man. It's just like, oh. And I'm like, dude, I have to have my windows open because I can't, I have no AC. So I'm like smelling this.
All right. So, all right. Brush. Brush. So I'm going to do, he's going to have.
Oh, yeah. I heard that OP Dog saying, I heard people say that they're conspiracy theorist from the left are saying, I think Trump's lying. He's like, he's trying to use it the excuse to get out of the debate. And then I'm like, yeah, right. Like doesn't want a debate, man. That's like,
I know, right?
Yeah. And it's like, and then they're like, oh, maybe he's just faking it because he's going to say, oh, look, he took this drug and it's a miracle cure. I'm cured in 2 days or whatever. And so they're making all these weird, crazy conspiracies. Like
so stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, gosh, remember how they used to make fun of people on the right saying they're conspiracy theorists? And now they're all like, Russia, fake, drinking Drano. He wants to drink cleaner and detergents. It's like, I go, dude, you really believe that he told people or anybody would actually drink Drano or detergent because, he said about disinfectants or whatever? And I'm like,
so dumb.
Yeah,
no, and they'll just take anything he says. And I was saying earlier, it's like that's how we started on the nuclear thing. It was like, Trump probably thinks of like a dozen things a minute to say and just rambles off random ideas. And people take it so seriously, like he's done all this research or whatever. It's like,
yeah, I like it though. I think he does it on purpose too, to troll, because he's always thinking ahead. He's always a few steps ahead of everybody. So when he says something, you're thinking, oh man, why did he say that? And then you realize, oh, that's why he said it. He's like, he gets people's attention on certain things that he's like, just totally directs them and leads them around the media and everything.
Yeah.
It just cracks me up though, because every time someone says, oh no, why do you say that? And I go, no, just wait a minute. There's gotta be some reason for it. Something. It sounds bad, but it's just, listen, something's going down. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, indictments are being handed out. We're gonna be seeing some crazy crap in the next few months, probably in next year. We're gonna see some crazy stuff. Well, we're already seeing crazy stuff, but I'm excited. I'm excited about it, man. Things going down.
Yeah.
Comey's there on his little Zoom interview. Doesn't remember anything, but he remembers enough to write a book. I don't recall. He'll be saying it to his cellmate when he's in prison. I don't recall. Did you use my shaving cream?
That should be the name of his book.
I don't recall. Yeah. That's a little too far back for me. It's like, that was last week, man. Let's see what the chat is saying.
Yeah.
He never said to drink bleach. He asked if you could disinfect the bloodstream. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was Brandon Morris.
Right, and they take these things completely.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Oh yeah, bleach. That's what.
Yeah, when you say
bleach.
When you say your battery, your cell phone's dead, you don't mean it's like a living thing that died. You're saying the battery's gone, right? I mean, yeah. All the
And
smart
he's
people.
just asking, is there something that can disinfect the blood?
Yeah, which makes sense. He says, Jeff Potts says skunk spray. Wow, that goes quick, man. The comments are coming. Let's see if I can. Where's the pad on this thing? I don't have a mouse on my computer. Let's see. Skunk spray, Jeff Potts says, smells like condensed burnt onions and garlic. I don't know, man. It doesn't smell appetizing anyway, man. It smells like funky. Let's see.
Oh wait, should he have his sword unsheathed?
The chat is saying we need more. 885. I don't know what that is.
Need more what?
80085. Maybe human. I'm out of the loop, man.
I have no idea what that you're talking about. You have a timeline when you announcing the secret project's author. Yeah, he will be announcing it on his channel. Probably, hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, because we're gonna be trying to get a email thing going on, pre-signups. So, yeah.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna do it. Boy, where's your father?
Fuzzy Creature says, I ran over a baby skunk a half mile from campus once. Took 2 weeks for the car to have that smell go away. Ugh. Yeah, man, that stuff is like, I heard people, like, when their dogs got hit with it, I can't remember whether they washed them in tomato juice or was it milk?
Tomato juice, yeah.
Tomato juice, yeah. Oh.
I'd have just got a new dog.
You just shave all that fur off. Oh, man.
Like this dog is done.
Zippy said, Mike, I'm not announcing anything until you send my Gary Coleman art.
Yeah, I need to get around to that.
Yeah, that's right. You did, Gary. What was it? Bishop, right?
Bishop, yeah. Bishop.
Oh, man.
I haven't done
Gary.
anything for the silent auctions this week. I just slipped my mind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got something, speaking of which. I got to show you. I'm going to go grab it real quick.
Going to grab something for me. Yes. 80,000, 85 bubes equals 40,042.5 women.
What?
Or 40,043 women, but one of them has had a mastectomy. Oh.
I don't know. I just came in at a weird tail end of something.
Do not use tomato juice. Use a mixture of baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and dish soap. It neutralizes the small.
Oh, you've done it before, huh?
But what about the smell, Jeff?
Oh, you stickler.
And who are these small people we want to neutralize? Not that I'm against it, but...
Because we were talking about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, right? So.
Oh, right. That's true.
Somehow.
Mike, you watching the new season of The Boys? I am. I watched it. I watched the latest episode last night.
So that mixture, tomato juice and the baking soda and hydrogen peroxide and dish soap will bring you back to normal size, right? So all they have to do is in the follow up movie. I heard they're making a new movie. Is they just get some inside information. It's really small. Hey, look what I found, Mike.
Hey,
Malibu Sun.
Is that on the back of something?
No, it's like a Malibu Sun. Look at that. It's like, yeah, it's like a little preview where it shows like page layouts for
No way, that's funny.
and like interviews. So I don't know have you ever did any interviews? Look, they got
I'm sure I did nothing interview wise.
protectors.
Yeah.
Here's the opening page. Malibu Sun.
Baby. Yeah. Look at that.
Isn't that crazy?
That's my inks.
Is that your inks for the protectors, the ferret? Yeah, I know that one right there. That's why I recognized it when you showed that one time. I was like, dude, I remember that cover. I bought this back issue and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I had no idea that we were doing the ferret.
Yeah. Who did the interior art on that?
Oh, this was
3 weeks.
Let's see. Was it? It looks kind of like it. Man, where's the credits on this thing? Did they put them in the back?
I don't know.
Oh, look at this guy. Oh,
yeah,
I like that
that's
shot.
Tom Durenek's drawing.
Oh, really? I like that, man. That was like, dude, that page.
No, maybe not. No, that's not Tom.
That page is cool. Like just the way you just standing there in that. Yeah, I don't know who. September 1992. Wow. Malibu.
It's the boo.
So you worked on this? Obviously, worked on the ferret covers, but what other stuff for Malibu? You did covers, a lot of covers, right? But you did interiors too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I inked a lot of stuff, a lot of interiors. I penciled and inked some covers for protectors, and I inked a bunch of covers too.
Yeah, they got. I don't know. It's weird. They got what is it? Eternity Comics. Look, and then they got, was it Ninja High School advertisement?
High school, look at that.
Why do they have that? Is it just because they're switching up advertisements with companies? Or?
I don't know what the combination was there.
Look, they got that. Look at that ad right here. Wait, there it is. Before and after Malibu Comics. Before Malibu, after I hate my life. After Malibu, zounds. Thank you, Malibu. Malibu Comics don't get left out. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I like looking through the old. Whenever I find these dollar bin, I just buy them even if I don't know what it is. Because I'm like, I just want to see what it was like. And the art in there, I was like, oh, this is so cool. I just like the layouts and everything. And the art.
I don't think I like this layout.
Is this your splash page?
Yeah, but I think I want to do something just a little bit more dynamic and showing like the front of this guy. It's hard to do it when you're like, you want to show his front at the same time you're like,
because you want people to see who he is, and especially a splash page, right?
Yeah,
you're gonna have to like. I always think of it this way: you're like kind of like hamming it up, because in real storytelling, like film, you wouldn't show his face; you would show,
his back. Yeah,
but then in one panel, you got to show the character, make people get into the character, and yeah. That's the way. I think I'm going to try to give it some of. I hope that sound is not too bad of the fan. Is it better now? Or?
I can't even hear it.
Oh, good. I hope no one else can.
I should have his sword pulled. Probably, huh? Oh, wait. Does he unsheath his sword later? Let me read.
See you, Roscoe Davis. He's got to go, he says. Later, Roscoe.
Nope. He has his sword out. All right, Roscoe. Pico train. Peace out. Yeah, so this way I can have his sword like this. We have more of a exciting finger point. Oh,
Yeah, Jeff.
Oh,
I think Jeff Potts said he can hear. It sounds like somebody's getting a tattoo in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now let me see. Is it
It must be you. My fan's completely under my desk. Nobody ever hears it.
I got a cheap fan here, so I'm trying to figure out how to. Yeah, that's good. Maybe that's better. Is that better now? Jeff Potts, or does it sound like less like someone's getting tattooed? Oh, I saw in the theater. I saw Tenet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that was really. It took me like a while to realize, like, to kind of figure out the dynamics, the mechanics of the film storytelling. Because it's like, you know how it's like things are going backwards and forwards at the same time.
It is? I don't know anything about it.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks, Kung Fu Kitty. Yeah, I'm warm. I gotta keep cool. No, yeah, no. It's basically. I don't know. I don't want to give anything away, but basically, I didn't know this, but the main character is Denzel Washington's son. So it's a Denzel Washington. And if you close your eyes, it sounds like Denzel Washington.
Oh, you mean he's played by Denzel Washington?
Yeah, well, his son. His son is the main actor of the film.
Ah.
And it just sounds like you hear Denzel's voice. It sounds a lot like his voice, but he's one with the beard. But no, it's actually pretty good. It took me a while because they're like these guys, these agents, and there's this machine. I see Zippy. Am I a Nolan fan? I don't. You know what? I like Inception. That's probably like my favorite that he's done. But no, yeah. Did he do what's that one movie? Memento. He did that too, didn't he?
Memento.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't tell you, man.
I think he did. I think he did that one, Nolan. I'm not for sure. The chat probably knows. Hey, Becky's 80s.
What happened?
But yeah, so anyway, basically, it's like these agents are trying to stop these guys, but the thing is like, he'll see like a bullet hole in the wall, right? And he's looking at the bullet hole, and he sees like, all of a sudden, things starts moving, like the dust and everything from the bullet hole's falling up, but it's falling like up into the bullet from the ground up to the bullet hole,
right.
And then he just like he moves like out of the way, and a bullet goes from the hole, and then there's a guy behind him with a gun, and it goes back into the gun barrel. And like, but the guy was like, so it's like there's this like thing where there's people in reverse mode, so like you have to engage people who are in the reverse and your timeline. They're like, but it's so weird, man. It's hard to explain without giving too much away.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, because it's like she'll put a coin on the ground, right? And she goes, okay, now like let go of the coin. He's like, I don't have it. She goes, put your hand over it and act like you're letting it go. And so the coin goes up into his hand, like from the table. And she said, it's because it's been through this machine that reverses things, so it's in reverse. So it's so weird, man. It's interesting, but the storytelling is, I don't even know how the logistics of how he's doing is just, it was difficult. I'm like, to film that, it's difficult sometimes to decipher it, and it took a little while, but to film it, man, that must have been a headache.
Right.
But it's mostly, I think it's more fantasy based, because science based, there's probably a lot of arguments about the science, but it was fun. But it wasn't like my favorite, but I did enjoy it. And Patterson's in it.
Pattinson,
the new Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. And that's the first movie I ever seen him in. He's
just
good.
call him Edward, man.
Edward, man.
Just call him Edward.
Oh, is that from the Twilight?
Yeah.
Was he in Harry Potter too?
Yeah.
He was?
Yep.
Oh, see, someone said he was from Harry Potter. I'm like, dude, he wasn't Harry Potter. It was Twilight. They're like, no, Harry Potter too. I'm like, what? Dude, he was a kid then, huh?
Yeah. Probably like 16, 17.
So he was one of the older kids.
Yeah, I think he was like a senior. He died in one of those chamber
Oh,
of Demons or whatever.
he died in the series.
Yeah.
That's why. Spoiler alert.
Well, that's if you see Edward, he dies.
Sorry. But yeah, no, it was pretty good, entertaining. That was cool. I like those type of like weird. I go because I want to find out what is this. Like when I saw like The Matrix is one of those movies where if you don't know anything about it, you're like, oh, what the heck is going on with that? And then you find out. I don't care to know what's going on with the new one. So, dude, did you see the trailer for Well, you know why.
Yeah.
But did you see the trailer for Ethan Hawke's doing a new Showtime series? It's like what's it called? The Good Lord Bird.
What?
Yeah, it's about a guy who. It's from a novel. It's a guy who wants to destroy slavery back in the era of like Civil War era or whatever. And like Ethan Hawke, but he has a sidekick who's a young black man, but he makes him wear a dress. So the whole show is a black guy wearing a dress with him, traveling with him. And I'm like, because he thinks he's a woman. And I'm like, what? And it's like, it's a guy. It's obviously a guy. It doesn't look like a woman. You know? The voice is like a deep, past puberty voice. I'm like, what the? So it's like, to me, I'm just like, this is another agenda crap. But it's based off a novel from 2013. So.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Ethan Hawke. It's funny.
I like Ethan Hawke though.
Yeah, I liked him because of Explorers. And then of course
Stand By Me.
Wait, no, was he in Stand By Me? No, he wasn't Stand By Me. He was in what's that one movie with Uma Thurman?
No,
Gattaca?
when he was a kid, he was in. What was it? Was it not
No.
a Stand By Me?
No, it was Explorers, and what else was he in? He had to be in something else, but it wasn't because that was River Phoenix and Wesley
and Jerry or
Corey Feldman.
Oh yeah.
Jerry O'Connell. Jerry O'Connell, yeah.
Jerry O'Connell, yeah.
Yeah, those guys, and then Kiefer Sutherland.
Queefer.
Kiefer, and then yeah. But what else was he in? He was in Gattaca. That's the one I remember. Also.
Gattaca. Yeah.
Remember that one with Jude Law? That was really good. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
It had like that some of the crap going on.
How's this layout looking?
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, you can see the main character. That's good. Showing that, turning more towards us. There you go. Cool.
Man, I tell you what, I look at that guy that's doing the art on Fatal. Have you seen that?
No.
So dynamic. It's like, man, that just it makes me want to rethink my layouts and stuff because wow, it's like here, let me it's Clint Stoker's new book. Let me grab this and put it over here.
Spoiler alert on a 15-year-old book. Yeah, Kung Fu Kitty.
What's it called? Indiegogo.
Indiegogo?
I couldn't think of the word. Indiegogo.
Indie Starter? Or Kick Go-Go?
Fatal. Fatl. Check this guy out.
Fatal. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this.
It reminds me of Angel Medina.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. I don't pay enough attention.
That's cool.
I have no complaints about the. What do you call it? The anatomy and the structure. Gosh, it reminds me of Angel Medina, but it's like such energetic.
Yeah. Like that's his main focus is,
man.
Yeah,
right?
Main focus is that energy of the dynamic angles, and I like how he does that giant foreground. That lady sitting in the foreground on the bottom of the page. I mean, the bottom of the page, right?
Yeah.
Is it the bottom of the page? Or is that the
And this, I mean, see, this would get me hung up is the fact that this is completely wrong.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
Structure, not of the characters, but of the background.
Like the
Because you've
placement.
already put it here, and then you've got it here curving in the opposite direction. That would drive me nuts if I would never lay it out like that.
Or even in the one where he's rappelling down the building, it looks like the perspective is like he's too big for the background going away. Like, you know what I mean? Like it.
Yeah.
I know it's more Force Extreme, but
I haven't backed this yet, or have
yeah,
I?
see right there. See, it looks like he's too big for that. He should be a little bit smaller. Or
Yeah.
the building should be bigger, but you know what he's going for. So you like the dynamic takes over, and you're just
Yeah,
like, it looks
the
cool.
dynamism takes over, and it's
Yeah.
but it's not with really all. I mean, I grant you this isn't a anatomically correct leg or anything.
Yeah.
But it's the anatomy on it is okay. The structure, this is going to be weird. The structure is right, but the anatomy is wrong.
Yeah.
But it works because he understands the structure well enough that it's like you don't even notice the anatomy problems.
Yeah, it's like we were talking about with Kirby, right? Kirby,
Yeah.
he just would go crazy. The legs might be too long, but it just the way it's moving and everything, it looks dynamic and full of life.
Yeah. I'm probably going to back this.
Yeah, I noticed it too. And it's funny you said that because I kept seeing it pop up on my Twitter feed. And
Yeah. Clint posted up some here. Let's go to Twitter. Clint posted up some new pages for it today.
Oh, is that his book too, or he's
Yeah,
writing it? Oh, I didn't even know that. I knew he did that other one. That's his new
Sweetcast.
Yeah, Sweetcast. He did that other one.
So he posted up.
And see, so he's doing a straight up Indiegogo.
Look at this.
Was he doing any deal with that Peter Smetty company?
I don't know. Ah, it's great.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is wow, what a find, this artist.
It looks like a fun layout, you know?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's how I felt about like the 90s comics. It just felt fun when you read them, you know?
Right.
It just was like, oh, I mean, you complain maybe about the anatomy or structure or whatever, but it was just fun to look at and read through the comic.
This guy is just, I mean, look at the layout on this splash panel. This guy is
cool.
Freaking pro.
But this is his first project, or at least in the spotlight.
I don't know. You know what? Let's go
and do some research.
Let's go and do a little digging here. 52-page graphic novel.
Zippy
Charlie
says he likes
Snoggins. Okay, I'm
What?
sorry.
What?
Bull crap.
What?
That's not a real name.
What is it?
Charlie Snoggins.
It could be.
No way.
I've seen weirder names.
I bet you nothing shows up.
It's a whole family of Snargins. The Snargins clan. Zippy said he likes the
When
art.
you look up Charlie Snoggins' art. Kiss my freaking butt. This is Angel. This is Angel Medina, and he doesn't want to be. Okay, here.
Is it?
Angel Medina art.
Snoggins.
Charlie Snoggins.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's Angel Medina right there.
That's Angel Medina.
That looks like it would be his. It totally does.
He doesn't want to get blacklisted for working for a comic skater.
Oh.
That's totally Angel Medina.
Oh man.
Oh, you got sniffed out.
But do you think we're the only ones?
Probably
That
the
you're
only ones who would say it out loud.
We should keep it.
That's all right. There's only 35 people watching.
Vix.
But I mean, come on. Anyone who's ever worked with Angel, I've inked Angel Medina in the past. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, there's no way this dude just shows up this pro level and just bloopity bloop doop 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 doop. Sorry, Angel. Snoggins real and
That's smart though, man. That's smart.
It's not
That's his-
Angel. You're just jealous, Mike.
He's real and he's no angel. El Rodimus flag.
Snoggins with an A. Oh, are you saying I was spelling it wrong? Hold on a second.
Snoggans.
What was it? Snoggans. And what was I looking up?
Vic X says he's a white guy. Seen him on a stream. Was he on Sweetcast? I'm assuming that's where he saw him. He could be a white Latino. You know how the news kept saying? He's a white Latino.
That doesn't look like the same art at all.
No. Well, that kind of, the woman's eyes kind of do.
Yeah.
Right there, like the lady's eyes. But,
That's all photo reft.
yeah.
Justin owns storyboards.
Oh, so he's a storyboard artist first.
Charlie Snoggins storyboards, New York, Way Art. Okay, but this is for Rich.
Fuzzy Creature says he has a Twitter account. And then Kiwi Comics says Snoggin is always on Sweetcast.
Snoggins.
Oh, El Rodimus says he was on the fan edition. He works in advertising.
Really?
Huh. Is that how he got the work?
I mean, this does look like a bunch of advertising work and storyboards and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Probably always wanted to do comic stuff, and finally was like, yeah.
Hey, that's cool.
Zippy says Mike has to delete the stream now.
Nah.
No, we came to
See, this is the only thing that's okay. That's storyboards. I'm trying to find something because those comic pages look nothing. Well, obviously, it's if you're doing storyboards and stuff, you're not gonna do something.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna
quite as
be
crazy.
Yeah.
But the Angel Medina stuff looks a hell of a lot more like that comic work than this stuff does.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to connect the two.
Right?
Man, it got hot again.
What the heck? I know.
What is that?
I don't know. It's a whole lot of pictures of a freaking hot dog. Dude, what the?
That is what it keeps popping up. Is that a snoggin?
Over and over and over again. I have never seen that happen. What the heck?
No, it's creepy, man. And it's like different
Right?
positions.
Someone posting
hot dogs on
storyboards.
What the heck?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would
That's
that
some
over and over and over again?
that's some Illuminati level crap.
Right? It's like, look, I've got 50 pieces here, and then 400,000 of the same image rotated.
And Fuzzy Creature goes, family coat of arms. Hot dog. Ballpark.
Charlie Snoggins art. All. Charlie Snoggins personable. At Charlie Snoggins on Twitter. Let's see if Charlie Snoggins on Twitter goes back earlier than 2018.
Huh.
April 2017. All right. All right.
So 3 years.
3 years. He's in Jersey.
Just like Medina. He's not.
Yeah, where's
Angel? Is Angel California, right?
I haven't seen anything out of Medina in forever. Angel Medina, artist on Wikipedia.
Yeah, maybe he's working in film or something now. A lot of this guys work in film, right? Storyboards, animation, and stuff.
Photos.
Where did my pen go? It's my 38. Yeah.
Angel
Right.
Martina.
In the middle?
Shut up, Strode.
What? Showed up, Strode.
Yeah, see, I mean, even boy, that stuff really feels like Angel Medina. Can't get over
that does. It does has that, but maybe that's an influence on him, huh? Got to be an influence.
All right.
A good influence.
All right, back to Charlie Snoggins. Charlie Snoggins, Facebook.
Oh, yeah, I really do some research on this guy. Finding Charlie Snoggins.
Man, he's good. He is good. So this is Snoggins, huh?
Yeah, he's definitely doesn't look like Angel Medina.
Definitely not. But boy, is he riding Angel.
Is he coloring his stuff too?
Vibe, man, I don't know.
I mean, because he does his own colors in the advertisement.
I don't know. Bad friend.
I like that big giant page right there in the top.
This?
Is that Facebook? You said?
Yeah.
That Facebook looks like that now.
Friday Night Docs. It's Facebook.
It's open.
Charlie follows me on Twitter. Oh, he follows me. Yeah, I'll follow him back. Oh, well, you got to get him on Drawn and Quartered.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I will message him when I'm not sharing the screen.
Charlie.
One of them is Snoggins. Friday Night Docs.
Friday Night Dogs.
Maybe he's catfishing.
Or Friday Night Stocks. Stalking him.
Friday Night Crocs. No, but he's fantastic. I'm going to back that book. You're welcome, says Zippy. Thank you.
Hey, did you know they have a Crocs store at the mall?
No, seriously?
Yeah. I was almost tempted to go in there. Crocs.
Yeah, but see, even after just looking at that, it makes me think, gosh, I should have these guys like just, twisting, except they're in armor, so it's hard to.
You got to break the conventional thinking, right?
Thinking of just like everything being.
That's how I am. I always got to do that with myself. Okay, this is how I usually draw it. Now I got to go crazier.
Hey, I'll be right back. Take over.
All right, we'll do. So yeah, that layout's looking nice though. Crocs are still a thing, yeah. Right through little. I don't know. It's weird, man. Out here in California, they got a Crocs store, and people are actually going inside. I don't know what the problem is. I guess they're that comfortable that you don't give a care how they look. No offense to people who might wear them here at the chat. I mean, comfort's comfort, I know how that goes. Comfort is king when it comes to shoes for me, but I still have to Matt Damon. Hey, Becky's 80s. She's still here? Hey, Becky's 80s. Yeah, I don't know, man. Crocs though. I try to find these Adidas shoes that I like. They have they're super comfortable, man. Like I like the way Vans look, but they're just not comfortable at all. So they have some styles in the Adidas shoes where they kind of have that look. And man, I found some really comfortable ones. I'm telling you, comfort's king, but I don't think I could wear Crocs. Maybe as a home slipper. Why is everybody talking about Matt Damon now? Matt Damon.
Dang it. so
Oh,
dry here. I go to blow my nose and I get a bloody nose.
Oh no.
I know.
Hopefully
right.
you didn't get it everywhere.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of all of this. And I'm going to think more fisheye lens.
There you go. There you go.
Bam. So still want this to be the center.
You know what? That's what I used to do when I first started doing comic work. And all the I had my editor tell me not to do that.
Do what?
I was doing fisheye lens angle stuff, and they were like, "Don't do that." And I'm like, "What?"
Who said not to?
Editors that I was doing stuff for.
Really?
Yeah, they were like,
Why?
"Don't do that." I know that's what I said, and then they were like, "You want to keep working here?" And I'm like, "Hey, whatever, man. You're paying me." So, but no, I there's one artist I liked. He does a comic called Tokyo Tribes, Japanese. His name is Santa Inu, and he does like hip hop style, but he does like fisheye lens angles for like action and everything. It's pretty cool. And I try to do that, a little bit of that, but I'm trying to get back into doing that. I veered away from it because like I had this like I was like self-conscious about it because I was doing it. People complained. Oh, I made the bosoms a little bigger on that one girl. I don't know if you can tell. I gotta white it out though. But see,
there you go.
I added on just a little bit. You know that I when I was doing a project, I had the writers I was working with. They had me like I had to get rid of the cleavage on one of the characters. And I was like, dude, what the heck? It's like it's not even extreme. It's just a little bit, just like a little tiny line or something you can see. Like erase the line. I'm like, what? And I go, then my brother's like, that's got to be the girlfriend saying something. That's the girlfriend saying something. And then I don't know. It's weird though. It's like the humor and everything in the book wasn't like PC, but then they just didn't want cleavage. I don't know, man.
I think more like Kim Jong-gi.
Yeah. Yeah, I met him at Comic-Con. I saw him at the DC booth. He was just walking around taking pictures. And you know how it's so crowded? I was like, he was like right there, and I go, hey. And he turned around, and I go, hey. And I just talked to him at his booth, and he did like a drawing. So I was like, can I take a picture with you, man? He's like, yes. And then we took a photo of the DC booth. So weird. He's a nice guy, man.
I didn't even take a picture with him.
Huh?
I said I didn't even take a picture with him.
Yeah, you know, I never thought about it until he was standing outside the booth, and I'm like, hey. Is he, you said you tried to get him to do one or something like that, right? Or is that something I shouldn't say?
That's something you shouldn't talk about. Yeah.
Well, I did a sketch. He did me one, and it cost this is the thing. You buy a book, and you get a sketch in the book, right?
All right.
I don't know. Have you done that?
No.
Okay, I did that because I liked the book. And I'm like, you know what? Might as well get a sketch from him. At least have something original from him, right? Because I can't buy original art from this guy because it's going to be pretty penny. So,
all right.
Yeah, I got that, and I had a nice sketch in the back of this book that was it was a military one. It was like a SWAT team action comic. And he didn't obviously didn't write it, but it was crazy. But yeah, he did this really cool, like straight in with pen, like a brush pen to the guy with a machine gun, and he draws the AR-15 and everything, or whatever the gun it was. Looks like it's on model. I'm like, gosh. But no, he said that when he would draw things, he would just like almost like memorize it, right?
Yeah, that's right. He he'll draw things and it's just like us, like how any of us could like whip out a Wolverine because we've not only memorized everything about the anatomy necessary, but we've memorized all of the details of his costume. And we did that by drawing it over and over again, right? So
Yeah.
that's how he learns. He's like, I don't have a photographic memory. I draw things, and like I draw them so that they get stuck in my memory. And like I get it, because like I can draw a 1962 Volkswagen.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Probably down to the nuts. Because I had one, and back in the day I drew it over and over again. But for him, it's like he'll draw tractors, and he'll draw engines, and he'll draw locks, and he's like, anything that's interesting to him, he'll draw it. And then he says he'll even draw in his mind. Like if he doesn't have pencil or paper with him, he'll draw it. He'll look at something and he'll imagine drawing it so that he can memorize it.
Yeah. It's just true though. When you know, I gotta say, when I took drafting in school, like junior high and high school, and I didn't do it because I wanted to. I just somehow I got roped into drafting class, but it actually taught me how to take three-dimensional object and draw it 2 dimensions, and I had to be accurate with size and everything.
Yeah.
And then draw it 3-dimensional, and I'm like, based on the 2-dimensional schematic, and I'm like, that actually helped me measure things out and visualize in my head how things looked.
Right.
And that really did help. I didn't think it would. I thought this was just a pain, and you know what? It actually did help me out. Visualize things. Because, yeah, you rotate it in your head, right? At least that's what I do, too. I kind of visualize something. But I got to say, it's still, sometimes I struggle with that anatomy-wise. Like when you take somebody and you have a slight angle to upwards, maybe down, looking down at somebody or whatever. There's some things I'm like, I know what it looks like, but I want to turn it in my mind, because some things you just don't see any more body parts, because it blocks the body part that you usually see, like the shoulder. I think the shoulder connected to the neck on the opposite side of the viewer, like that type of thing. I'm always working that more than I want to, but I'm more comfortable with it. I always try to draw things that are hard for me a lot, so like become less hard for me.
Right.
Like I try to tackle everything that's like, I hate this angle. Like, well, I got to keep drawing it then until I just become better at it.
That's how you do.
Yeah, it's pain. That's what I'm saying to people. Don't avoid the painful things. Like, don't just draw things you feel good about.
If you suck at hands, don't hide the hands.
Yeah.
Learn
the
hands.
Yeah, draw until you're like crying. Keep drawing. I'm drawing. You're like Robert De Niro, blubbering in the corner. What is the chat saying here? Someone's giving you our critique on the sword wielding, Mike.
On the sword wielding?
Let's see what they say. This chat is going fast. Oh, Ilrodimus Flash. Bend the spine forward, Mike. Give that sword some weight, unless it's elf aluminum. Elf aluminum.
Wait, what sword?
Which one? Is he talking about the guy that's in the main character? I don't know. Oh, he's saying, is that sword like a broadsword, like a big heavy broadsword?
Oh, yeah, they all have different swords actually.
Wait, is Zippy? Is Zippy leaving? Is someone saying bye, Zippy? Oh, Zippy's going. See you, Zippy.
Bye, Zippy.
Take it easy, man.
Pie, ZZ on the Pepe.
Zippy the unicorn has left the building. I'm just reading like parts of like a conversation that I didn't read the beginning of. It's like Vix X says, Andrew Hayes 10 years ago, now she looks like a man, Whoopi Skeletor. I don't know. I gotta scroll up here. Oh, Sarah Silverman.
Oh.
Kung Fu Kitty said, I thought Sarah Silverman was cute, but then she opened up her mouth. Is that who I think it is? That's the one that's that comedian. lady, right?
The one that's what?
She used to date Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, I don't know.
She's got like black hair. Is that her?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She's got a mouth on her, man.
Yeah, she does.
Do you see that movie where she gets beat up?
No.
By Ryan Felipe.
Just kidding.
No, she gets punched right in the face. Like Brian, is it Brian Felipe? Is his name? Brian Felipe.
Yeah.
And then what's that other guy who Del Toro guy?
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah. They're both punching her in the face.
Really?
Yeah, because she's like a loudmouth and she's mouthing off to them like you two so and so's and everything, and then the boyfriend comes up like he's gonna do something, but instead of punching the boyfriend, they punch past him and hit the girl. Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, I broke my nose." It's like, what the heck? Yo, right there, buddy. Is that dry air?
Yeah.
Oh no, the blood in your throat. Oh man.
All right, what's better, this layout or this layout?
Which one? Oh, you saved the other one.
This
That
one?
one? Yeah, there you go. That one's better. That's cool. It's like you're in the middle of the action, going right through, like almost like the camera's gonna pan right through them to the people in the background.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I have the fisheye at the right angle though.
It's looking good.
I don't think I do actually.
You know, I don't know why. I just noticed that your character has a gas mask on his face. That's their usual. When did you had it on for a while, haven't you?
Oh, what the heck? What's up?
What? Who is it?
G2.
Is it G2?
It's G2%.
Well, thank you.
Well.
I was, is Zippy gone?
Yeah.
I think he is.
I heard Zippy was gone, so I heard it was a good time to come in. JK. Hey, look, Mike, I got a fix. Just move those two bottom guys up.
What?
Just move the two bottom guys up, and the perspective will work better.
The guys in the foreground.
Yeah, because
move
the center line's here.
Move, yeah. You don't have to move the guy on the right up that much because you don't want to cover up that, but move the left guy up like way a lot because you see the line going across the guy's legs that's above him. Move the sword up to where that is and then see if that works better because it just looks like that guy's on the left bottom's a little low.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is I should raise the center of the fisheye up here. Above.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
See what it
where
looks
the
like.
eye line is, right?
So see if I move these guys, yeah, the eye line will be work, but it'll sort of mess up the.
Yeah, you don't move him up too much, but move that left bottom guy up a lot and see what that looks like. And that's what I would try, but I would have to see it.
Well, you got them a separate layer, so you can move them, right?
No, I don't.
I knew it was gonna be tricky. What's that?
Yeah, but if I move him,
is that like a throne?
No, that's the helmet, top of the helmet, right? I think he means Matt means.
Yeah, I mean the middle guy. I didn't know that was another guy. Sorry.
Oh.
He means the guy with the sword in his hand.
Yeah, the guy with the sword.
The main character with the pointing finger.
Yeah, the pointing finger.
Accusatory.
Well, I guess if you can move both of them up, you don't have to mess it up. But yeah, try moving him up a lot. And then it would be cool, like, there's a line going across the guy's legs above him. See if you can put the sword right where that line is and see if that'll be high enough. I want to see if it'll work. I'm kind of curious myself. A little bit.
Hey, Zippy just jumped in, Matt.
Oh, crap.
He said, "What the F, Weldon? I just signed out, but was still walking around listening. Oh, you got to me, man."
I'm just kidding, bro. Where's
I
my
got
phone?
eyes and ears everywhere.
I can move this helmet up a little bit here.
Yeah. You can still move that up a little bit. I didn't even know what that was. But does that look a little bit better?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That works still.
I mean, it didn't look bad before, but yeah, I would move them up even higher. But
well, I want space. Well, if that's the case, whoops, what the heck? Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Like where that finger is, like literally pointing at that dude's face.
Hey, Dark Admiral March Hare is leaving the room. See ya. Good night. Thanks for stopping in, man.
If that's the case, I'm gonna actually move everything down.
Just undo to where your selection was. Or, I mean, yeah. I mean, if that helps, if you want to stick with it, but I like it. So, I mean, I think it works, and I think you could get it to where it works really well. Yeah, just back up to your selection. Yeah, and then move him up.
And you think I should move him higher?
Yeah, to where the sword's not over that guy. Like, you don't have to cover
I can move the guy. That's the thing, is if I can move the background.
Yeah,
everything down.
Maybe just a little, yeah, ish, right there. All right.
Like that.
Right around that area, I guess.
And then move everything down.
There you go. Now it looks like he's standing on the ground they're standing on.
They're not. He's not. He's on a ship.
Oh, well, still it looks a little bit better anyways.
He's on an airship floating in front of their house.
Oh. Well, that makes it look better than if he's higher than them. I've got the high ground.
Uh-oh.
I've got the high ground.
Hey, well then, Zippy says no Christmas card this year.
Where's my phone? I need to check my messages on here. I dig it.
This dude up there.
Oh, dang.
Right.
Oh, Mike, one of the main reasons I came in was to get your help with some stuff too.
Okay.
With the make a Baron script.
Monsieur Baron.
Monsieur Baron. Baron. Do they still make Red Baron pizzas?
Yeah.
I remember those commercials. Anyways,
unless they went under with the coronavirus.
So I don't want to give away anything.
Dude, let's show some of those pages.
Do you want to show some? Do you want to show?
Yeah, I mean that layup or the layouts for the first few pages, they don't really say anything.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun.
You guys want to see some Monster Hunt layouts? Well, let's see what the chat says. Maybe they're not interested.
Quick little pencils. They're ready for inks. I think Mike approved. I still didn't get the, but yeah, they're ready to be inked.
All right. Well, if the chat cares, then I can I'll bring your screen up.
Yeah, you got them. You can go there. Or or I can show them too. Yeah, I can share my screen. I got the files.
Let's see if the chat cares.
Scans. Let me know.
They may not. Maybe they're like, I don't know, this Weldon crap. I don't know.
While we figure that out, while we wait for response, so right after that, you cut to Lone Star, right? I'm trying to speak in vague terms in case you want me to stop. But are we in current day or?
Yeah.
Oh, see, there was a confusing part of the script where I was like, well, that's kind of good because I started drawing on current day. And if you want to see what I started doing, this right here. So I got a real boring pose, and I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of happy with it, but I'm really trying to get dynamic with my layouts and stuff like that. So I was just like, he doesn't look like he's there's any urgency going on here. No, Weldon will not ever measure up to the rude dude.
The dude.
I was wondering if that was ever going to come up, and I'm going to be like, that's a big negative, son. But then I was like, you know what? Let me try this again. So I started drawing this, and now it looks much better.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like screeching on the street. His head's down. He's like, there's this urgency going on, and I'm just like,
you know what you gotta watch? I just watched Mission Impossible 2. That's some great motorcycle action in it.
oh, I'm gonna go look at that.
Yeah, that's John Woo directed it.
Oh, well, I've been referencing motorcycles for like the past.
And Tom Cruise does all his own stunts, man.
Oh, dude. And now that helps me out too, because I'm like, oh, now I don't have to reference like old bikes and stuff like that. Now it can be a little more modern, maybe a little bit old school too. Because
You're gonna make me look up. Well, he's got a what year is it? A 50 something.
Well, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be old styley.
51 panhead, I think.
Oh, say that again. A 51
panhead.
Panhead. I'm not super familiar with old school bikes. A Triumph. What the heck are they called?
It's a Harley.
Oh, it's a Harley. Oh, I don't know nothing about Harley.
Is it Harley?
Yeah.
There's very few Harley body styles that I like, but when I like them, they're sharp looking.
Where is? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on.
No, that's cool. I'm glad to know what time we are in. I'm actually a little bit relieved because of the villain in this particular scene. I was like, wait a minute, they weren't around in the in that era, were they?
All right, you guys want to see this Weldon stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, you got them.
There's page 1.
So I got plans for that space.
Yeah.
I got plans for that spacey background up in the first panel. I'm gonna really hatch the crap out of that. Space stars and stuff like that.
So
around orbiting that planet or whatever.
Is this on the 11 by 17 paper, and then you do the light box?
Yep, that's the 11 by 17 paper. It is ready to be inked.
Cool. And so you just do even the borders, you do it all by hand. Just
Yeah. I literally just scribble
sketch it all
borders.
in.
It takes a second to
nice.
Just draw the
And so
square.
do you do what Mike does? Do you skip layouts, or is this like your layout and drawing at the same time?
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Oh, so you two are the first that I've ever seen. You just do right onto the paper.
It's well, don't get me wrong, it doesn't always work out like that. I mean,
sometimes you got to work it out.
So I mean, look at I'm breaking panel in some areas, and I'm probably going to move that guy at the bottom right up a little bit and over to the left a little bit, but I got to make sure the dialogue fits. So things are going to get rearranged. It's not going to go straight on the page just like that.
Well, that's the cool thing about Lightbox, right? You can adjust it.
Yeah, even this page, if you think it's done or whatever, there's lots of stuff that's gonna get inched around. So
cool. Yeah.
But look at that! Look at that freaking! That's the best Nexus. Look at that! But look at that Bootius. Look at that Nexus Bootia is the best freaking man.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keister.
Yeah, what the heck is that?
Ever drawn?
That's Matthew.
Because there's nothing gay about it.
The gluteus.
And we still love him.
Hey, listen, y'all need to be careful when y'all are getting into that 0.5s and 3/8, man. Y'all,
dude, yeah, man, I've got it. Mike got it.
There's nothing gay about it.
I just find it.
Yeah, he was looking for that one.
It's not on your. It's not at the top of your list anymore. You're not such a hair trigger with that one.
Not for the bullpen.
The second.
Oh, what? I mean, yeah, this is the bullpen. It's all bulls up in here. Nothing about it.
That's right.
All right.
No, yeah.
Page 2.
Why are you
page
warning
2.
us?
Page 2.
But why are you warning us as well by the?
This one might be. This one stuff might get hard to see what the heck's going on because there's a little inset panel in there too with just a smirking face of panel 2. And
it's all good. I don't care if you can see everything.
Yeah, so he's just kind of sitting in a crater, like a steaming crater, just smoking a pipe, and it's it's I don't want to say too much, but
yeah.
And like I went really off down at the bottom. I've been going off to the bottom a lot lately because I've been noticing that whenever I start scanning my pages in, the format that printers are using these days are a lot longer than they are wider anymore. Like, have y'all noticed that? Like, pages are long and they're longer than they used to be. So I'm trying to draw longer. I'm giving myself a little more room to draw towards the top and the bottom is what I'm getting at.
Well, if you're breaking the top panel on Nexus, you should just draw his whole body out of panel anyways.
On the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do for that one. I'll move him up a little bit, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to go off panel, and break and off the page. But yeah, you get what I'm doing there because I'm in like the last page. I'm giving myself more because I go to scanning my pages and I'm like, man, I have all this room at the top and the bottom of the page, and I'm like, why did I? So I've, yeah, it's just real estate that's getting unused, and I'm just, anyways, gonna max out the pages.
All right. Page
Cool.
3.
Page 3.
You ready for this?
I like that page 2. Let's see what page 3 looks like. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, I like his hand on his mouth might be a little big in that panel, but if you really go back and look at the 3 pages,
do you see?
Yeah, I want to draw more rubble on the ground to make it look like he's really far away, like he's really massive.
Yeah.
But I like the glaring glow off his face, like looking, and the clouds just kind of spiraling through the sky.
Because look, it's going right up, spiraling up to the pinnacle.
But yeah, if you go back and look at the 3 pages,
you got to fisheye this out a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I probably will. And
you got to make the leg bigger and the head smaller so they can tell that he just goes up and up and up.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking, but yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll probably put more into that. But yeah, you're right, Mike. And look at him over off to the left. He's got to get moved up a lot because his legs are too small, and he's dumped onto the bottom of the other panel. I want to move him up off that panel, and I want to have him breaking. Like he's standing on the ground. So I'll have him, yeah, lots of stuff ends up getting moved around all the time. Cool. But if you go back and look at these 3 pages again, there's this little Hades lizard that's been following him around the entire time. Like, go back to page 3. You see the little lizard, or 3, the little lizard at the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's in so many other panels all over the first 3 pages.
You just had him following him around.
Yeah, I don't even know where I stuck him all the time, but he's all over the place.
Is that yours personal add-on? That
he's in panel 3, off to the right.
Yeah.
This little, yeah. Anyways, yeah.
But you just added him yourself.
Yeah, I just added him.
That's cool.
What? Mike?
Oh, you shouldn't have left him there.
Well, he may jump on the the sigil still. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Like, what should I do? Maybe he's like, that'd be funny if he showed up later, but because it's still there, the sigil is still there. There's still time, I don't know. You don't know, do you?
It'd be interesting to have him show up on Earth.
It'd be cool. A Hades lizard, lava lizard, or whatever you want to call him.
Hell lizard.
Lava lizard.
You just introduced a hell lizard into the Oculus universe.
Hell lizard. That's dope. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Stupid stuff, but yeah, I'm excited where these layouts are going.
Dude, I'm so stoked about this book.
Have you showed the other mic?
You see how tiny his legs are in that first panel, though?
You read the entire script, right?
No, I haven't read the last bit.
It's insane.
No, it's what I've read so far is insane. But Mike, he's really good. Mike Barron, it was funny, he couldn't wait to like give me the first draft of the script before Mike's corrections. So he's like, "Oh, what the hell?" And so he sent it to me, and I started reading that one. Then he came with your corrections a lot faster than I thought he was going to. So I was like, "Oh crap, just let me hold off reading it." And I just never got around to reading the last bit because I don't know exactly if there's any major differences. But yeah, what I've read so far, what I've covered is insane. I kind of want to be a little bit surprised, and I don't want to. I don't know, and that's the thing too. Is like, I've been doing it with Tadia, but I penciled all 56 pages of Soul Finder first before I even started inking, and I kind of like penciling whole issues before I even start inking, because then I can just start mass attacking all these inks and stuff like that. So I can start inking on this page, throw this page aside, let it dry, ink on this page over here, just start getting crazy on the inks, if that makes any sense. So I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna have to pencil some pages, ink them, and then go on to the next. I don't know if it helps with continuity with me or whatever. Anyways. Oh yeah.
I don't know, but I think, dude, I'm just stoked. I'm just so stoked on this project. That's Monster Hunt, ladies. Monster Hunt 2. Let's get cracking. We'll launch that. I don't know when we'll launch that.
No, that's cool, dude. And you got Mike Barron writing, man. He's one of my
Yeah.
favorites. He was one of my favorites with writing like Punisher and also Chuck Dixon. Him and Chuck Dixon were my favorites.
Oh yeah, no, it's weird. I mean, not too weird, but since working on the Lone Star 8-pager and then the Tadia, and both of those I just worked off of like a regular, just like a story. And so I went and I broke down the pages and the panels, and that's fun and all. But this is the first script I've worked with after a while that was like broken down into pages and panels, and it's going swimmingly. It's just, yeah, things are going smooth like so far. So.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm gonna do some more layouts tonight, and I'm going to
pages and panels.
What's that?
I gave you pages and panels on Brando, didn't I?
Well, no, you gave me what was right before then, and I said, hey, and so I started drawing it, and I said, hey, well, I mean, we ended up talking about it, and you're like, there's a version of it, and I was like, well, I don't have it, and then I was already kind of done with it the last couple pages. That's why I had to stick like 11 panels on the last page. But you said it kind of worked out anyways, and I liked it. It was fun. I didn't mind it. Yeah. And I don't mind doing that when I have plenty of time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So I mean, I don't mind how people give me scripts, however they want to do it. You know, if I got time to do it, I enjoy all ways of, trying to lay stuff out. But
every which way but loose.
But yeah, like I said, like this is enjoyable. You know, going back and forth, just getting stuff done, getting stories done. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so much better than Monster Hunt 1.
Then you said it's going to be better than what? 1?
Monster Hunt 1.
I don't know, man. The characters that were introduced in that one, and how it ended. I mean, it was Monster Hunt 1 was only
24 pages. Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot was done for the amount of pages that you were hindered to the page count.
Yeah. I wish I could have done it in 48 because I could have
Sure.
I could have really dived into that story some more.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But I mean, you're right. If you're gonna, and because this is gonna be, I mean, I think that Monster Hunt 1 could have been its own campaign too.
Right.
I think it would have been fine as its own campaign, but I mean, yeah, 48-page Monster Hunt 2, yeah, being its own campaign. You know. Anyways,
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff Mike's got in the works that's top secret.
Top secret.
Y'all, if only y'all knew. I'm losing sleep over it. Right now. Yeah, I mean, it's probably it's best y'all don't know.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna. Where did I get that? Where is that? That was my email. Let me grab. Dude, I would flip out if he sent the final. Oh shoot! I got some new color pages in from a colorist.
Mm-hmm. A different guy than who colored those 8 pages for me, or
yeah, that was Perea.
Yeah.
Having my regular colorist do the secret project.
I I might have to put my stank on some of these colors for the Monster Hunt too, just for fun.
Here's a page for.
Ooh, oh yeah, the ATM machine page.
The ATM machine.
What?
Yeah, look at the crack on that thing. Swipe that credit card.
Oh.
You know what? It was funny. Mike drew that page right after he condemned me for my Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy stuff, and I was like,
well, that's because
I just kidding. You know, I don't mind.
Bro,
dang, you drew all the freaking cobblestone road on the upper panel and everything. Goodness.
Yeah, man.
Or whatever that is. Time. Are those the same girls?
No.
In the bottom.
No, it's just here he's younger. You can see in the eye, and then here's older and wrinkled. The clashing of the swords, it reminds him, and so we have a flashback too.
Oh,
here it is. More decadence.
Oh, that temple worked out great. I would have a hard time with that.
With the what?
The temple and the
the
curvature. Yeah, the curvature of the columns and stuff like that. It's always. You want to do amazing stuff like that, but it's just tricky and forebodage.
Yeah.
I guess
I'm trying to do that Spartacus thing. You remember that scene in Spartacus where they're all fighting down in the pit?
Oh yeah.
You have these two people just totally not paying attention in the foreground. It's like, oh, these people are fighting to their death, but let's talk about something else.
Dang, yeah, the far distant city out of the window of the temples, goodness.
Yeah. Foreground, midground, background.
I always like have a hard time like trying to draw distant horizon lines and stuff like that. Should I draw it higher, and it ends up getting higher and higher, and I'm just like, oh, crap. I was like, how do I get like real distant feeling going? Anyways.
Yeah, I was actually just trying to find something to show Matt that you've already seen.
What's that?
Yeah.
Hold
just
on.
when I think I've seen a lot. I haven't seen, everything.
Yeah, you've seen it.
But what I have seen.
Yeah, what you saw. That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all better strap on your diapers. You're gonna soil yourselves. Oh yeah, man, that page is almost ready to be inked, Mike.
Oh, well, not quite.
So this is crazy.
Right.
Like,
Matt, do you have your Facebook page open?
Do I have my Facebook page?
Matt,
You mean Messenger? You mean or?
Cosine, do you have your Messenger open?
Yeah. Here.
Send you something. Don't say what it is or who it is, but you know who it is.
I know who it is.
This is just a layout.
I didn't right away, and I should have. I feel silly that I didn't write it. So don't feel bad, Matt. I didn't figure it out right away.
Secret.
But I'll feel bad if you get it right away, just so you know.
Here, let's see. Wait a second. It's.
Hello there, Nigel.
Man. That's awesome.
Isn't it?
Did you tell him, Mike, or did you guess it, man?
I know who it is.
He knows.
Oh, crap.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
So he just sent that to you just when?
A couple days ago.
Oh, man. So he just kind of showed you his progress, but he's...
Yeah, it's the layout. So he said,
"Oh man!" So what does he do? His layout, is that traditional?
I approved it. Believe it or not.
Is it traditional layout?
Yeah, that's pen. Oh, that's pen, dude.
Jeez. Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Epic, huh?
Yeah, that's gonna be sweet. Who's coloring it?
Dude, I'm gonna have the dopest freaking covers on this on Lone Star 3.
Oh yeah.
Did you already have the colorist? Is he coloring all of them?
I don't have the colorist yet. I was gonna talk to Matt's guy.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Matt
Did you want me to talk to him just to give him a heads up, or you just want me to send him his way whenever you get him?
Yeah, maybe you can give him a heads up.
Okay, cool. Good to know. But yeah, I was definitely gonna send him a little bit of the resume. Just get him salivating a little bit. I think he'll be jazzed for it. I think he'll be all over it.
And that's sweet, man.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a couple other guys to hand in their stuff this week. Supposedly this week coming up.
Oh yeah, I like this perspective on that guy a lot.
Look it. Are you paying attention to me instead of doing your work?
Yeah, I'm freaking not paying attention. That's why I actually was listening to you guys for a little bit, trying to get this motorcycle thing done. And now that I'm really happy with where it started, the pages kind of flow a lot after. And you know what? It's so strange. Like even on some of those Nexus pages and some other pages, I'll tell you straight up, I'll look at the bottom or the last panel in the bottom of the page, and sometimes I'll start with the last panel. And then I'll start with the top panel, and then I'll meet my way in the middle sometimes. Just because you want to, that's what you consider if you want to like really try and get cool layouts too. Because I'm really trying to dynamicize that's not a word, my layouts and stuff like that.
Dude, did you see the Fatal guys that we were looking at?
Yeah, I've known him for a while. We're friends on Facebook. Well, not a while, but a couple weeks, I guess.
Yeah, I want to get him on D&Q, man.
But get him. I thought I heard you guys talking about it. He was coloring his own stuff, but I think they're looking for a colorist because
it's too slow.
Yeah, because but I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to do as well as he does. Because me, good colors are hard to find, but yeah, the colors on his stuff is awesome. But he does, as far as what you've seen, I think that's all his colors. But like I said, I think they're looking for somebody to help pick up.
So were you watching when I showed the other page that I did all the G2 crap with?
Yeah, actually I was.
What were you gonna say about the G2?
The beginning, Matthew.
It was at the beginning. I just put my kids to bed. I was just trying to sit down and reference a motorcycle. Because if you guys want to see something cool, I'm telling you, you guys have got to get on Sketchfab. Do you want me to show you some stuff? Hey, get ready to share my screen.
Yeah,
because I got them up still. Well, not that screen. Hold on a second.
Oh, I haven't shared anything yet, Matt.
How the heck? Entire screen.
Dude, I'm so excited about the whole rest of this year. From launching that to launching this to launching Lone Star 3. So freaking stoked.
That's cool. That's good. Especially in 2012. It's good to be stoked before the end of this year is over.
2012, what?
2020?
Can you see what's on my screen right now?
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Check this out. Like, look, like I can move around the motorcycle.
Oh, cool. Nice. What's this called again?
It's called Sketchfab.
Oh man! So you can just have reference.
Yeah, they have cars. They have people. Like they have all different kinds of stuff. Like I have a bunch of stuff saved, like in a playlist almost. Like, where do I go?
Sketchfab.
Okay, so like collections. Like I have guns, boats. Look at like motorcycles, boats, horses, like cars. You can move around any of these. Like you go in and you make a little playlist, and it'll take a second to load. But look at that.
Oh yeah.
Ugh, it's like a 69.
I mean, some of the models are beat up, and they're pictures that people have taken and stuck in 3D programs and stuff like that. But like freaking tractors.
Is that a guy's?
Yeah, that's a great source.
I'm telling you, man. Like this, I used hold on. This is one of the reasons why I really started this was for this stuff, like these old pirate ships and boats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, I was going to show you for this reason, Mike, because you're drawing airships and stuff like that all the time, and I don't know if some of this stuff would help. Some are way more detailed than others, but anyways, yeah, you get the idea. I can send you a link to all the ones that I've saved, so you can just go through them if you want. But...
So it's just a website.
Yeah, it's just a website. Just go to Sketchfab and you create an account. I'm pretty sure it's free, and then you can just start making collections. You can save them in little like playlists and stuff like that.
And you buy them for what? To use
No,
them?
you don't buy them. You can just look at them.
I know, but it says you buy them right there.
Well, you can buy them if you want, but you don't need to.
That's for like video games and stuff.
Like if you want to use them for something, yeah, that's one thing. But
oh, so you can zoom right in and right in on it.
A lot are not for sale. It's really strange. Some people just use this as a 3D portfolio, like DeviantArt or something.
Oh, nice.
But people actually do sell models. Like, check this out. Here's Spike's ship.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Someone did that.
I don't know. And you can even the coolest thing about it is you can make it full screen too.
I'll even have a guy. He's sitting on there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
That's dope.
I'm just guys. I use this straight up for cars and ships and boats and everything like that. It's the best thing in the world for that. Motorcycle.
Cool.
Anyways, yeah, you get the idea. It's really easy to navigate. Like, I don't know why. Did Spike lose his arm?
What the heck? No, that's
in the last.
Something, that's something they just added. They made because that looks like his outfit looks a little different there, and his hair. Well, it's similar, but he has a hoodie too.
Somebody's interpretation, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like his boots a lot better than those clunky big ones.
That's
Anyways,
cool.
Yeah, you get the idea.
So Sketchfab, I wrote that down.
Sketchfab, it's the best. You can even look at models on your phone.
Oh, really?
Yes. There's an app, but I don't use the app. I mean, I use the app sometimes, but just get on the website on your phone, and you can it'll load them on your phone too, and so you can look around models on your phone.
Cool, man. That's awesome. That's a great reference.
Yeah.
You know,
the best thing in the world I found for cars. Look, there's your. Were y'all talking about Kim Jong-gi and tractors earlier?
Yeah.
There's your tractor reference. And it takes a second to load all the details. Like, boom, right there.
Cool.
Like, because most of this stuff is from pictures, I guess. But anyways, best artist reference ever.
Man.
I don't even know how I found it. I just total accident. Because I was actually getting into 3D modeling for a little bit, and I wanted to model my own statue, and I started looking around, and I was like, what is this? Anyways.
That's awesome, man. Thanks.
I wanted to share because, I mean, everybody should
that's what we do.
level up. I do the ones, there's actually free models to download, and sometimes some really awesome modelers will put stuff up for free. So there's stuff that's for sale, there's stuff that's just for showing, for looking at, and then there's stuff that's like literally just free. And a lot of it's garbage, but sometimes people will drop really good, really nice models for free. Like a lot of the cars are actually for free, and I've downloaded numerous motorcycles. So you can actually take the models that you downloaded and you can look at them on your Windows 10, because Windows 10 has a 3D model viewer.
Oh, man.
In case you didn't know that, like, yeah,
no,
it's awesome, and it'll straight up. You can just look at them on your computer, so you don't even need an internet connection, just in case you don't have them.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So the ones that are free, the ones that are good, I actually do download them.
Oh, man. Dude, can you who was that? Some of those artists I know, like, remember in was it Clip Studio Paint? They have like 3D models that aren't as detailed, obviously, as that, but you can like rotate them and then like draw over top of them or convert it to line. I mean, that's I don't know if my computer can handle that, but I'd like to try this one out because it's on the website, so it's not like you have to download it all, right?
No, on this website you don't have to download a thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, I just bookmarked it. But the coolest thing about it is like there's models that are actually modeled, and then there's the ones that I gravitate towards are the ones where people just take really detailed pictures of the bike and then they just go in a 3D program and it models it out for you. So things may look a little wonky in places, but I like those a lot better than like actually modeled things, if that makes sense, because you just get that real look from it.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
But anyways, sharing the wealth, because this is really just like this.
Drop a link to that. Just message it to me.
Yeah, this is too good to like keep a secret, you know.
Yeah.
I can. Do you want me to put it in the chat? I can do that. I'll send it. I'll put it in. I'll put it on my Twitter and I'll put it in the group chat in Twitter, or something. I don't know. Figure it out.
Cool. It's funny that everyone was talking about Kristen Bell.
What about her? What's going on with her?
I don't know. They're just saying that she's married to Dax Shepard.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'm telling you, there was this police officer, a motorcycle cop, supposedly who was helping me when I was living in Vegas, and he looked exactly like Dax Shepard. I actually thought it was him just acting like a cop, talking to me. It sounded like exactly like him, looked like him. I mean, to a T. And I'm like, oh man, I was like, this has got to be him. Like he's like doing some weird. Because I heard Tom Cruise act like a UPS worker and went into like a Starbucks and just sat down and was talking to a random guy, and just about working for the UPS, just to prove to Michael Mann that he could, for his role on Collateral, just like be like a normal guy, like and just talk to people. And so I'm thinking in my mind, is this what he's doing? Is he trying to like act like he's a cop to talk to me for some role? Because he looked like Dax Shepard, man. It was crazy. He's the guy who was in what's that movie? Zathura.
Oh, wait, he was?
Yeah, he was the astronaut who was like helping the two brothers.
Hey, yeah, what's that? What's that one detective show that Kristen Bell is in that was crowdfunded not too long ago?
Veronica Mars?
Yeah, Veronica Mars.
I've never seen that show.
I just watched that movie that they made. I never watched the series.
Veronica Mars.
I have a friend that's obsessed with her.
Oh yeah. No, she's a good looking lady. But she's like, I think she's way older.
Matthew.
What?
I said, is his name also Matthew?
What's that? You talking to me?
Yeah.
No, it's no. He even backed the crowdfunding campaign, and I think part of it was like getting to go to a panel, and he got a bunch of pictures with her and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if that was part of like a high tier or something like that, but yeah, he loved the series and the show and everything. All right, I'm gonna post. If you want me to send it to you on Facebook too or whatever, Mike, let me know. I'm gonna post it.
I'll just bug you for it.
Yeah. I posted it in the group chat right under your StreamYard link.
All right. So this is oops. What I got, and I'm gonna when I tone it down, and then I do a tighter drawing over it. So this dude in the foreground, it's just his helmet, right? So I'm gonna reflect everything else going on in the scene in his helmet.
That's crazy. Thanks. So what do those guys have? Those cylindrical backpacks up there?
There's
Or Or is that giving away too much? Some
Yeah,
tech.
there's a tech in this world that would allow them to fly if it's appropriately modified.
Uh-huh. So those guys aren't just swinging down from the airships.
No, they're flying.
They're freaking flying.
They're flying, baby.
Dang, I like how that the structure of the house is. I see it all now. Dang.
All fishy eyed.
Yeah, no. As I was referencing some old Steve Rude Nexus stuff.
Some dude.
Yes, yesterday. The I had never seen anybody. Well, I mean, I probably have, but I never really noticed it. But there's a page layout where the top panel was a freaking upside down house shape, and the bottom panel was a regular house shape. And I was like, "What? House shaped panels? I've never heard of this before in my life." And so there was like triangular panels in between, obviously, and just the page layout was just freaking awesome. I'm just like, who thinks of this?
The dude.
I'm in such a weird place where if I don't use stuff pretty regularly, like I lose it pretty good. It's just like math. Like I'm good at math when I know math. Like if I don't use it, I lose it.
Use it or lose it.
And that's how my life is.
It's like, why isn't this? Oh.
Matt, are you almost done with that Naruto drawing? Is that what you're working on right now, or you? I saw you just show it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I was working a little bit, but then I was just doing some thumbnails because we're talking about fisheye lens and dynamic angles, everything. So I was doing thumbnails for a piece. Someone commissioned me to do a piece. Is it Attack on Titan?
Oh crap!
So they want an action scene,
dude. Yeah, that's your little guys, Mike, and your top flying in reminded me of Attack on Titan 2, but I just found an awesome anime that it's what Attack on Titan should have been. Like it's animated so well. It's called except the technology or the use of that type of stuff is a little more rare, but it looks like it's animated so well. It's called Decadence, but it's
Decadence?
like it's two words. It's Deca, D-E-C-A, and then D-E-N-C-E. So 2 words, Decadence. And there's like 4 or 5 episodes out right now.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. Decadence.
Check it out. It is, yeah. Those first few episodes are awesome. They're really. What's that?
See what I'm doing here?
Hold on. Are those the guys backing them up?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna work out so well.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's like a dozen of them. And
yeah, that's gonna work out better than I had pictured. Yeah,
that's cool. That's how you do it.
I thought you were gonna like being at the angle you were at. I thought you were going to reflect some of what's already in the scene or something like that, or some of the guys. But yeah, their reinforcements, that's even better. Yeah, that was quick. That turned out. It looks like he's wearing some boxer shorts.
No. It's just there's a length to his thing.
Like a tunic.
Oh, his top. I got you.
It's like a tunic type. Oh, not tunic.
Right here, but I'm gonna reference it when I go to pencils.
Oh, I see the lines. Yeah, I'll dig it. Some Renaissance wear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got this is all I got so far. I got the main characters, Oops, there we go. And then And then he's got a little like energy ball. I gotta try to play off of that with
his Rasengan.
There it is.
I don't even know. I have a buddy. It's so weird. Like I have a buddy that's obsessed with Naruto, and I know mostly about Naruto just from talking with him. I never really watched the show.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with it. I'm just visually I am, but the storyline, everything, I don't know. I never got into like Naruto and what's the other one? Airbender one. This is some of the layouts.
Did you say Airbender?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is that the commission, the Airbender commission?
No, this is the Attack on Titan.
Oh, the Attack on Titan. Yeah,
I want him
was
that
good.
there's that giant like a werewolf ape giant like swinging at him, and he's just like slashing it.
I dig it. I see it.
So I'm
Wow,
trying to do
yeah.
something more dynamic. So I'm trying to think of the angle where he's like really coming at the arms, like just stretching out. So
Yeah, that's gonna turn out. That's gonna turn out great, and that's gonna be right up that audience's alley because that's
that's funny. I like that. He wanted action. First, he wanted just commission of the character, and then he's like, "Can you do like an action scene?" And I'm like, "I haven't done that in a while." But then I start thinking of remember Daniel Warren Johnson's doing those like scenes he's doing for people. Like, you ever see his? He does. You know who Daniel Warren Johnson? He did that. What's it called? Murder Falcon.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah. He does commissions, like these crazy commissions where it's just like he does like a whole scene, like a whole action scene, like with Zipatone and Grayscale, and everything.
Oh dang.
He just does everything in that. And I'm like, huh. I think I'm gonna do this. So of course I charge accordingly.
I just know that Murder Falcon had an awesome colorist, and I was really jealous.
Oh yeah. No, that was cool, man. Yeah, Murder Falcon.
Yeah, that was just a short series, right? It was just like 6 episodes or issues, I think. I don't even know.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I should have grabbed it. I didn't even think about it.
Oh, someone asked about my avatar. That's a character that I drew in a story of Agent Orange. It's a character I created, and he's just like a mysterious character that comes in, and while her story's going on. And
dude, is that from the guy that passed away?
No, that's just my own story.
Oh, okay, it's tripping.
I was just did it on the side. I just did like for Inktober, I was doing one panel at a time, and then so I just did like 30 panels, and yeah.
What's up with Inktober for today?
I was doing something. I wasn't sure what to do. I was going to do like.
Are you guys looking at a calendar where they give you a Marvel character, a DC?
That's what I'm wondering.
I never. I always do my own thing. I never look at it, but I was did this guy.
Oh dang! Oh dude, No Guns Life or whatever.
Yeah, the guy's
Something
head,
like that.
gun head.
Yeah, that's an awesome manga. They have episodes out of that, but it's just so boring. Like, that's mostly talking. Anyways, the manga looks great.
The manga is crazy, man. I have it somewhere. Yeah,
but the actual anime of it, they have episodes out of it, and I've tried it, and it's just
it's not that good.
No, it's just not that. It's so slow, and there's zero to no action in any of the episodes, and maybe it'll get there.
Oh man,
I'm just like,
dude, I was gonna show Mike here. Mike, I got a book that someone gave me. I want to show you. It kind of lines up with what you were talking about in the past here. See, if I can get it out. Okay, here we go.
Man.
Huh?
It's on you right now.
Okay, I got it. It's coming around. There we go. My computer's gonna be a little bit. Okay, there it goes. Cool. Look at this. Check this out.
whoa.
Oops.
Biblioteca.
Look at that.
Ooh,
Genesis 6. Giants, what's it say? Master builders of prehistoric and ancient civilizations.
Nice.
Look at that thing, man.
I like it a lot.
Look, they got
the
charts.
Crap.
Yeah. So I just started, someone gave this to me, and I just started reading it, so I'm only in the first chapter. But, yeah, it's fun. I was like, dude, man. I went, have you ever heard of, You ever heard of Prophecy Watchers?
No.
It's a show on TV, but it's on YouTube too. It's Gary Stearman. You ever hear of Ellie Marzulli or Tom Horn?
Name?
Huh?
I know
You
that
did?
Marzulli.
Yeah. He goes on there. It's like he interviews different guys who talk about different things, like the giants, or talk about things in the Bible, like archaeological finds and stuff. But anyway, I went on the tour of the set for the TV, their show. So I got to go and had dinner with them, and it was cool. They got to talk about some stuff, and yeah, it was good, man. They had this giant like set where it's like, where they interview people like that, and then this right next to it is a set for like a news type thing, and yeah, and it was a friend. He's a friend of a family that like I said, I don't want to say too much, but man, it was great, man. We got to go out and get some food. I ate some gator, and that's when I left. I was out of town, and
You pulled down your gator and ate some gator.
that's right. I was wearing the gator, pulled it down, ate some gator. But then that's where I got this book too.
Too meta, bro. Too meta.
Yeah, man. So awesome. Yeah, too meta. No, but yeah, man, it was great, man. Going on. Oh, here it is. I got it here. I got it. The book. Look at that.
Oh yeah, it's so
A
good.
Gun's Life.
Like I really like the line work and the figures and the
Yeah.
artwork and stuff like that. There's very few mangas that do great like that anymore.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stuff, and man, it just like me up because, like I said, I'm a stickler. I get too tight, and when I like looking at guys' stuff who their line work art is really like, it looks tight when you look at it close. You can tell it's just like jagged lines sometimes, and like he does like I believe this is all digitally drawn,
Oh really?
Yeah, like look at this angle right here. Look at that.
Yeah.
So gnarly looking, like his. Look at that.
Yeah, but then when you go to look at like the technical lines on the actual mechanics of like the guns and stuff like that, is flawless.
Yeah. Well, it's like even like the tech. Like I say, if you just inspect it, because I was just studying, because it's so detailed, and then you realize he doesn't even use like circle templates or rulers, straight edges, like when he does the gun. It's just like he does everything by hand. But it's like it's so like entertaining to look at, and then just the angle and everything. It just, you don't care. It's like I realize it doesn't have to be super like some vector drawing. It could just, as long as it looks good enough. Like, I mean, you know how it is. Like, is when you like pencil in your drawing, it might be like you show the muscle might be a little wobbly in the leg when you're penciling out, but you're like, you don't care because you know what you're going. You already got the angle, you got the structure. You just ink it in the way the finished line should look. But you're you're not been out of shape if it's off. The line's not perfect on where your pencil is. It's like,
well, the thing that I've been noticing lately, and I've been telling everybody, is like,
You're not doing anything, Matthew.
I'm just looking at the script right now. I'm about to finish the page. What I've been saying over the last couple of weeks is from the original drawing that I do on the paper and the way it looks when it's scanned in, it can be worlds apart sometimes. It can be so drastically different. So I'm trying to think to myself, like, I can spend a million years trying to make this original art look good when some of it might get lost in the scan, or it might look better. Something that I do over here, it's not a lot of labor intensiveness, might turn out so great in the scan. Like, it's just learning to work around my scanner too. Sometimes it's weird.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. But
I'm so analog that I want to get everything set up where I can start doing like that line work, like Mike's doing the layouts on digital. And I would like to try that out.
I
like trying out different. I like trying out different things because you never know, until you try it, what works or what works for you.
Great fabric. I would like that. I'd like to think about doing that too, and maybe, but I don't think I think I'll always do it on the cheap 11x17 paper, but I like the idea of like having something like that, like a printer, to where I can take something like we talked about something top secret a couple days ago, Mike, where it's like I would have to have like, or I'd have to go somewhere, have it printed out in blue lines so I could ink it, you know, or I would like to have.
Yeah, because you don't have it at home, right? So you have to farm it out somewhere. That's what I have to do. I have to go like drive like 20 minutes to go to a place to get something copied and shrunken down, whatever. And I'm like, I don't have a printer and I don't have, you know, I got the computer finally, and I got a camera. So I got to set that up now. I have to get my scanner, and I have to get a printer, and I have to get a new tablet or pen.
I really lucked up and when I got that scanner off eBay.
Yeah, man, the scanners. I missed out. I should have got a scanner when I was too cheap and I didn't get it, and it was 11 by 17 scanner, and it was pretty good price.
It in a store or was it online at eBay?
Yeah, it was on the store. It was at Staples, and I was like, oh, I should have bought it, but I was so cheap. I thought maybe I was like, and I had the money, and I was like, dang it, when did I do it?
Dude, all I've had my entire career, like for the last 2 decades, has been a mother freaking little cheap scanner. So I would scan every one of my pages in 2 or 3 parts, and I would Photoshop them together every time.
You're wasting so much time.
Until a year ago when I finally got this 11 by 17 scanner, it changed my life.
No, dude, that's all I'm doing. Like my brother has a scanner, and it's small, so I have to scan like 3 scans to get one comic page in. I gotta piece it together.
I feel so stupid. I'm going to tell you guys a real incriminating story, but I was scanning the page in 4 parts, like the top right and left corners and the bottom right and left corners. And then I realized I could just turn the page to the side and scan it in two scans, and I'm like, crap.
Yeah, no, I do that. I turn it. I have to scan one side and I scan the other, and then sometimes I just scan the middle panels. It depends, you know, like.
Yeah, I get.
But it depends.
Yeah.
Sometimes
depends
I
on
don't.
your scanner if you have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's weird. The scanner I have is small. Well, it's my brother's. It's small, but even though it's small, the screen, it like a half an inch on the sides won't show. It doesn't show up if you scan. So you lose a half an inch on the edges. You know, it's like on one of the sides.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the thing that I was having a hard time with that little scanner was I would have to push down on the top.
Because it.
So but I would be creasing my pages so badly sometimes.
Yeah. My brother did that when he scanned my pages. I'm like, what the heck you doing? He's like, well, I can't fit it in there if I don't do it. I'm like, beautiful page.
I couldn't even iron out some of the creases, and it was just it wasn't even like I was bending it. I was just pushing the top down so it would get a good flat scan. Anyways, so stupid.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, and that's what I'm like, dude, what am I doing? I got to get that scanner. I just got to get it. I hate ordering stuff online, even though
I'm going to look right now for you. No, I need to do this page. I was going to look on eBay because my scanner's, it's a base.
What kind of scanner do you have?
It's an Epson G15000 or GT-15000.
GT-15000.
Yeah, Epson GT-15000, and it's like a $1,400 scanner, brand new. But I got it for $250 on eBay.
Oh my gosh!
Because businesses get them, and they, for whatever reason, they just don't use them a lot.
Or they use it for like a year, and then they're like, we need something new.
Yeah, like mine's been working like a dream, and they're made in Japan, and I saw a bunch of them. I almost bought like 2 or 3 of them for like $250 each. I see them all the time, and because I was like, no, my wife, I need not hoard these things, But I just get that itch to get backups to my backups.
Because I had a bunch of a bunch of printers, but it's funny is the ink's more expensive than the printer. At least it used to be.
Oh, it's still
okay. Yeah, you get a printer for like $30-$50 or whatever, and then
you buy off-brand refills.
Oh, okay, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I never tried off-brand. So that sounds pretty awesome.
And you save some money. You got a visitor.
Hello, Eden.
Oh, you knew without even looking? Wow. She's quiet, right? Is that why?
She's a ninja.
If it was one of the other, it'd be like crash, 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 right? She's all quiet. It's because of the ninja train. Watching Naruto just ingrained that ninja training, right?
Dang, these things have gone up.
How much is it?
Well, the thing is like you have to read the description really well, and it has to say like it's working condition, like it's works. But whenever I bought mine like a year or two ago, I can't really remember. It might have been like close to 2 years. They were like all over eBay, but the cheapest one I see like is around $600.
Oh man, gee, 600.
No, just keep looking like, and it may not have to be like that particular model because, anyways, that's just the one that I found. They were all over the place whenever I.
So you just have to make a. It's got to be like a timing thing. You just check it out and might stumble across it.
I use a Workforce 750, same thing, Epson.
There are cheaper ones. Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, you can get that at a decent rate, and it's a printer as well. So full 11 by 17, actually 12 by 18.
I'm just shocked at what is out there on eBay, though. You know, whatever you find that you think you like, just just give it a look on eBay. But because eBay is so good with like, hey, this, you said this thing was working, they'll pay to ship it back and everything, or the seller will have to cover that cost because eBay buyer protection. I've sent numerous things back.
That's the same thing with Amazon.
Oh yeah. I screwed up. I bought a screwdriver set or a hex screw set or whatever they're called on Amazon, and they left one out. Like it was literally missing the one that I wanted the most out of the 10 pack. And I said, "Oh, I gotta send this back." I said, "Can y'all?" They're like, "No, you just gotta return the whole thing and buy another one." And so I hit the return option, and they gave me a code to go to a UPS store, and I didn't do it within the 14-day period. And they're like, "Too bad now." So I'm just like, I'm stuck with it. It's not horrible, I guess, but
you'll survive, Matthew.
That was $15 that I'll never get back. But it was a 10 wrench set, and it's missing the smallest one. All right, it's time to draw.
Draw, Weldon. Draw.
I gotta pull up my script. Dang. I like that the little braces, rubber bands on their arms.
Yeah, it's a powered suit, so
the
actually they're cables.
They're little alternators or what?
They increase the strength. It's like a exosuit.
Nicely done. I just came up with the coolest sword design today. I am so excited.
So excited. The sword design?
For one of my characters that's going to be in one of my books whenever I get around to doing my own book.
Cool.
Someday, Matthew, you'll do your own book.
Oh, nice. It's another hand. Yeah, maximize that page.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to do what you guys have been doing. I'm struggling on these 3-page layouts I'm doing, but it's hard doing them small. Like I do small thumbnails, and I'm just going to just do it big.
Yeah,
But the thing is, I don't have 11 by 17 paper, so I'm going to have to tape 2 8.5 by 11s together.
No, it's cheap. It's like, man, how many? You just gotta.
See, I got these two. I just tape these together.
No,
that's how you do it.
No, you just gotta get that. Man, where can you get it? You
can't get it in the stores. You have to order online.
No, I mean you can order on, but you can get it in Office Depot or Office Max or something.
No, they don't have any. All they have is Staples, and they don't carry 11 by 17.
There's somewhere around where you are that has it.
No, they don't. I checked.
It's like $10 to $14 for a huge pack.
I know. I was looking for them, but they don't carry it.
Or East County, there's a. Oh gosh, I wonder if they're still there.
The one closed. The one in Mission Valley closed.
Huh?
The Mission Valley, the Office Depot closed.
No. It wasn't an Office Depot. It was a paper place. It was a paper. Freaking
A papeleria.
Paperia.
I'll have to
close it up.
No, dude, this is what I would do. I would get 8.5 by 11 paper like this, right? And I would do is I would put it on top of my page, get the panels, and I would take one page with me, and just, if I was at like a restaurant or something, I would draw my comic page there, and then I would pull out the other and draw that, and then just light box it into the comic page at home. I did that for this one book because I was like stuck at home just drawing. I'm like, I want to leave and get something to eat. So I draw at the also it was like sweating hot with no AC out here. So I used to go to the library and draw at the library.
Oh dang.
I would sit there for like 7 hours just drawing comic pages and an AC. And then if I needed a reference, I just get a book.
Nice.
Yeah. And no one bothered me. It was nice, man. Just listen to my music. I had a charging station there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He used to go and ink at McDonald's.
All right. I did that once, and then like I had a whole like 8th grade class field trip come over and like hover all around me, like, "What you drawing, man? What you drawing?" Or they're all like, "Can you draw Daredevil? Like, you draw Spider-Man?" Like, everybody can draw Spider-Man. They're like talking, and I'm like, just And it's funny. I like kids, so to me, I didn't get mad. I was just like talking to them, and the whole 8th grade class.
That reminds me of this Wendy's that we have down the street from our class. It was right next to a school, so if I didn't get there early enough, whenever I get my kids out of school and run down to the Wendy's because I really was craving junior bacon, this class would just destroy this Wendy's every day. They would come through like a hurricane, and they would occupy every table, everything, and yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of, man, being in the school days, like when we'd come in. Now I kind of know how, because I just think, man, all the teenagers are loud, going there all excited, buying stuff, and the older people are like, "Oh, great." And it's like, but it's funny. I know how that is now on the other side, and I'm like, well, that's why I don't give them a hard time, because I know how it is when you're excited being out of school and you get to be on your own, like spending money, buying crap with friends. Dude, I remember like. I just totally forgot, but I remember like things like these girls in high school. These girls were giving my brother and I a ride home, and like she told me to hold on to the steering wheel while she put mascara on in the mirror. Yeah, so she's like, just tell me when to slow down, and she's like driving with her foot on the gas, and I'm holding on the steering wheel, and she's like putting mascara on in the mirror. I'm like, don't do this. She's like, no, I do it all the time, don't I, Tammy? She's like, yeah.
Take the wheel.
Yeah, I was holding on to the wheel like, oh god. And it's like the girl's name was Pinky.
Dude, I got an accident that way once.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, I was with my friend Drukas. I was in his car, and I'm driving, and it was a 1985 Honda Prelude, and we were like leaving from LA to drive back up because he has a road trip down to. Gosh, did we go to San Diego or just go to LA? I think we just went to LA. And he pulls out this Taco Bell coupon that he got, and he's like, "Oh, look, it's half off." Or no, he says it's like, I don't know, he says something about, "Oh, I pulled it out." I'm like, "Yeah, it's half off." Blah blah blah. And he looks at it and he's like, "No, it's like something else." And he read it wrong. And then I'm like, I grab it out of his hand. I'm like, "Steer." And he reaches over and he grabs the steering wheel, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, "Now look, it's half off." And I point at it, and he leans over to look at it. His hand stiff-armed on the steering wheel, and he drives us into the gravel. My friend Mike Runyon, who's laying down in the back, like I see his head pop up in the mirror. He goes, "Mike!" And I look up, and we're driving into the gravel, and I grab the steering wheel and I crank it. Mind you, we're doing about 80 miles an hour.
Oh my god!
Crap.
And I did like a 720 across the highway.
Oh.
Traffic behind me. Thankfully, nothing to my right. And we end up This is like one of the first miracles in my life.
Oh man,
this is on the 101. We end up, we hit this giant bush tree thing. I don't even know what it is. It's like a tree, but it's got like 1,000 shoots, so it looks like it's just a big bush. And we hit this thing, and it slows us enough that we are literally teetering on the edge of a 20-foot embankment.
Oh,
What? Stop that crazy
If that
talk.
bush wasn't there, we would have gone off the edge of that thing 20 feet down.
You were like a
God.
Julianne Moore to the Jeff Goldblum.
And so we get out. My friend's Integra has this dent in the bottom of it where it's like, teetering on this embankment thing. The steering wheel, the steering column is like turned like, I don't know, 90 degrees.
That's crazy.
So it jacked up the alignment.
Oh yeah, so
blew one of the tires.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Dang,
'cause
see.
we were like wobbling back, and there was another town about a mile away, so we had to go and get it fixed.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, the cops never showed up. This guy in a truck pulls up, and he pulls out a tow cable and drags us back off a thing on the highway. I like get out of the car, and I grab. I was only 19 at the time. I get out of the car, and we grab all the beer out of the back of the car, and we run behind another bush, and we hide it. Because
Oh my gosh.
I don't think any of us were 21 yet. So we hide the beer behind another bush way back there.
Goodness.
Yeah. So we drive, we go back, we get the thing fixed, we come home. And then 2 weeks later, we go down there for another road trip, and we stopped where the accident was and grabbed the beer.
Oh my god.
2 weeks
It's
later,
still there.
was it still there? Still good?
Oh
gosh.
That's crazy.
Was it? Wait. So, where did you leave it? Like, was it exposed to the sun and all that stuff, or does
I hid it under another one of those bushes?
just a bush? That's
crazy
whack.
because you would think a homeless guy would find it and be like, jackpot.
No way. I mean, we were like literally, I don't know, 20 miles.
Oh, okay. You're more like a desert.
20 miles, maybe 20 miles north of LA or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Some stretch of the 101.
Jeez, man.
That's wild, Mike.
We've done crazy stuff. Like, I mean, like I was late in high school. My brother and I were late for school, so we drove ourselves. And in Michigan, the windshield just froze over with ice, and I scraped just a hole, like a portal that I could see out of. That's all I could scrape. It was so hard. So I'm driving, looking through this little portal in the window, that's a clear view, and then it started snowing, and the windshield wipers were frozen. So I had to roll down the window, and I'm driving my head out the window while it's snowing, like just driving so I could see. And I'm like, we're just driving. Then I asked my brother when to turn right, and I went over the sidewalk, and he's like, "Watch out for the smokers!" And there's like groups of teenagers smoking outside. So like we're driving around them, and I'm like, this. I go, man, that's insane that we were doing that. I'm like, I never would even think of doing something like that. But
yeah,
in high school, I'm like, I can do this. I can drive with my head out the window. And it's like the snow was like heavy, like that wet, almost like rain snow. And like gritting my teeth driving, like people probably like, what the heck is this kid doing? But yeah, it worked. We made it. God's grace, man, over us. He's like, look at these guys.
We bailed these guys out one
and
time.
then we had a security guard who guarded the parking lot, where if you came in, you had to have a pass. If you didn't have a pass, he gave you a form to fill out, and you take it to the office and bring it back to him, right? And I had like in my glove compartment, I had like dozens of them just sitting there, like I never did. I just took the pass and go, sure, and I just drive up and park and go in. And I never fill out anything because I didn't pay for the pass. But one day, Mike, my brother and I, we were like leaving school early, and he pulled up in his like golf cart, and he's like, where you guys going? And I was like, I was looking for my car, and I go, I can't find it though. I was like, it was right here, I swear. And all of a sudden he looked freaked out because I guess some car was stolen. So he started driving the other way looking for it. He goes, what does it look like? I was telling him, and he drove around looking, and then we took off and jumped in the car and drove off. Because we're like, it reminded me of that. You ever see a movie 3 O'clock High?
Wait, what's it called?
3 O'clock High. Or he's this kid's trying to leave school because his bully's gonna beat him up, and then this guy pulls up in a golf cart next to him, and he's like, "It's the guy who plays Detective Skinner on X-Files. He's got a shaved head. He's like, "Where you going, boy?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just going to," and then he just starts running. He's like, "Oh," he goes, "Where you going?" He goes, "Oh, I'm gonna go this way at the office." And he's like, "Well, here, you get in the car and I'll take you." And he's like, "No, it's okay, I can do it." And he goes, "I said get in." He grabs him by the back and then he takes off running. But it's like the guy thinks he's like some beat cop because he's like banging him against the fence, like trying to soften him up, you know. And then he's like, he's doing the usual search for narcotics. I found this, and he had a switchblade on him. And he takes him to the you got to see that movie, man. It's a great movie. But it's like a lot of that. It reminds me of some crazy stuff we went through in high school. That I tell people, and they're like, "What?" Wait, I tell people like what happened to us in high school, and they're like, "What movie is this?" I'm like, "No, it's what happened to me in high school." Some crazy stuff. Good days, good old days.
Madness.
I couldn't wait to get out of that place too.
What, high school?
Yeah, I couldn't wait. I was like, my teacher's like, "You're gonna miss it." I'm like, "Nope, I'm never gonna miss this place. I want to get out of school."
I don't miss it. I loved it when I was in it.
Yeah, and what's funny is I actually do like hanging out with the friends that we had because we had some really fun people, man. Some characters. I don't know, man. People today, I think, I don't know. I can't say because I don't hang out with really teenagers or anything. So, but there were more characters. Like at least when I was in school, it seemed like people just had a lot of character to them. You know, like different. It was like different. We dressed different. Like all our friends, we didn't dress the same. We didn't have the same taste on everything.
Yeah, talking about that, I just saw one of the most disturbing pictures on my Facebook today. One of my freaking nephews, I guess they're having their what are they doing right now? What time of year is it right now?
Fall.
Well, it's like a high school thing, and they're all their buddies. It's like we're dressing up in prom dresses, and I'm like, what the frick is going on?
What,
man, the world we live in today is a lot different. Yes, they're all dudes. Yes.
Is it serious?
No, I could have seen that happening in the 80s.
Really? I mean, maybe.
Yeah, back then it would have been a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is like 8 dudes all from their high school, and I'm like, it's not prom. I didn't even think about it, but it looks like a prom picture.
Gosh.
And they're all just dressed up in freaking prom dresses, and oh goodness, yeah,
dude,
that's like a gag for the football team type of thing.
I could see it as a gag, but
no, man, like, dude, I walked into a
didn't
Target.
look like a gag.
Just to go along with what you're saying, I walked into a Target during the summer, and they had in the men's section, they had those mannequins, and they're wearing like one piece, like women's swimsuits, like the mannequins, the men. And like, yeah, and it was like, you know, it had the flag, the rainbow flag colors. And I got so mad, like when I was with my friend he was visiting from Vegas. I got so mad, I was like almost gonna grab a handful of all this stuff and toss it into the women's section. And I was like, and he was like, "Just calm down, man." I'm like, "What the heck? I'm just doing on my shit." You know, I was getting so bad, man. I got sick of this crap being shoved on. Oh man.
That's funny. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell, is what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to tell if it's if
it's serious or if
context
it's a joke.
is of it, I guess.
No, but when you see that, dude, it's like that. Oh man, like it's funny. Is like I thought I'm hardcore, but like my dad, he's just like, I think when you get a certain age, you don't give a crap at all. Like me, I'm still kind of reserved. I'm like, okay, I gotta watch what I say. My dad just like, nope. And I'll see him walking up to strangers, going talking to him. I'm like, oh man, what are you two doing? He's like talking to he's walking to one lady in the parking lot. He's talking to her, and then he's following her to the car. He's like, no, that's not what Trump said. And he's like, I'm like, what are you talking? You know her? Like, no, I don't know her. You just got to know the truth.
Are those vines growing up on the house, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, are those octopus legs?
Dude, man, that's already getting detailed.
I know. I like the wood columns coming out of the top of the roof, supporting the roof. You dirty birdie.
That looks nice too, man. The sword in the hand. It's funny how much change it goes through. Like You know,
Yeah,
when
that's a
people just
good
shoot the
angle.
rough, and then you flesh it out, and you still got that reflection going.
So what I was going to do, I was going to take all this.
Timotei best.
Copy it.
Carson be like, that ain't Boston. Like, get this junk out of my face. No,
It's freaking ready, Mike. It's ready to be inked.
what are you doing, Mike? What's that? Oh, you're shrinking it?
Are you trying to reflect it? Oh my goodness. That's what I thought you were going to do. Yeah. You sinister beast.
See, that's the digital artist for you that can do that, get away with that stuff.
Yeah,
Hold on.
now you got to bend it.
That's right.
Bend it like
Where's the bendy tool? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that a clip art studio or is that Photoshop?
Photoshop.
Photoshop.
That is awesome, man. That's the way you do it.
No, I gotta see how this turns out. Inks, though. I mean, that's a big ask. It's a big
Maybe
ask.
maybe you should wait till you do inks and then do that.
No.
I just want to see how it looks.
No, he's gonna freaking put it on there and print it out. He's reckless.
You are reckless.
And I'm reckless.
You give a guy a digital tool and he just uses it to the hilt. Oh, I'll say I got to get going, guys. So
Yeah, I gotta get going if I'm gonna get any work done.
You're paying too much attention.
Yeah, I can't stop looking at stuff.
Side up is what I have to do.
Hey, are you still doing that critique show tomorrow?
Yeah, down.
Yeah, count me in.
All right.
Cool. That'll be fun. I can't wait.
About what time do you think?
It's a good question, isn't it? Dang it! Hold on. I gotta.
If you just give me an approximate time, because I'm gonna be working all night, and so I'm gonna be sleeping. Tomorrow, I'm sleeping in quite a bit tomorrow.
Well, I'll tune in if I can later, but yeah, we'll be partying. So I'll see you guys later.
All right, man.
All right,
It's looking good, Mike.
Reference well, Sketchfab. I posted it
Yeah.
in the Twitter thing. I need to.
Cool. Yeah, I'll bookmark that then. Definitely. That looks
And you can
sweet.
go whatever you do. Like you can definitely reference the one that I send you, but sign up. Just log in, and then make your own playlist. I mean, or little collections is what they're called. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can make multiple different collections for like swords or just whatever you want. Anyways.
Cool. Yeah, man. I'm gonna check. Thanks. I'll check out the link and I'm gonna definitely save that. And but thanks, man. Thank you guys, and I'll see you, Kung Fu Kitty, and everyone else. Take care.
Nice. Later, bro.
See you guys. Later.
I can't tell if it's time for a glorious bowl of cereal.
Think that works? Let me see. Is it 2 round?
No. I would have made it extremely round, and it wouldn't. You obviously wouldn't be getting the whole picture in there. I mean, unless it was a perfect globe, but
yeah, it's a globe.
I would have just taken that half of the page because that's where he's at, and I would have seriously distorted the half. But I mean, who knows?
I want to wrap it.
There you go. Now you're getting globy. Yeah.
Round it up a little bit.
That looks better.
That.
Oh yeah, that's tons better. I'm done with that. Okay. Well, I got my question answered, so I can go forth and finish these layouts tonight.
All right, I'm gonna
modern day.
I'm about to get it.
Duplicate this layer so it thickens up those lines.
Oh yeah, that looks cool. Man, they got a freaking That dude's got a serious polish on that thing.
Yeah.
Dang, who did they? Then he got a buff job. He went
Yeah,
straight to the buffers before battle. You should make and you should, whenever you get to do a cityscape or city scene next time, instead of like a station where people can go and get their shoes shined, you should go and where people can lay down and get their helmets buffed for 2 bits or something.
Shave and a haircut. All right, what time is it? I guess I'm about done with this layout anyways. 12:35. I guess we'll wrap it up, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what you got done.
Well, the thing about drawing over here is my script is way over there on my screen, so I can't really read it.
Oh.
Yeah, there's just a little inset panel. So I'm gonna draw like an intersection where he's like making a hard turn, just like smoke from the tires coming up, you know, and then a little bit of city, you know, whatever. Yeah.
The city.
Yeah, you
All right.
get the idea. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with how it started, so I just got finished.
Right.
I'll have some stuff for you to look at in the morning. Well, I don't know when your morning would be, but
Cool.
Mike
Well,
Barron, let me tell y'all, that cat wakes up freaking early.
He's an old man. Mike will have to reflect everything every time those guys show up.
Nice. Well, thanks, Mike. That was fun.
Yeah. Hold on. Stick around for a second. Thanks everybody for being here. We're gonna wrap it up. God bless you all. Hope I didn't miss any super chats. I didn't see any. So thanks for nothing. Appreciate everybody being here. Tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll post something up on Twitter. We'll do another art critique night, and Matt Weldon will help me tear your dreams into tiny little pieces.
I'll spectate. Yeah.
You'll spectate.
I'll get blood on me from whatever you're tearing apart. I'll just be there. Yeah.
All right.
I'm kidding. I'll draw along. I'll pull my paper out and see if I can help anybody.
All right. God bless everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Ninepence. I'm not dead. What? Nothing. Here's your ninepence. I'm not dead.
Here. He says he's not dead.
Yes, he is. I'm not.
He isn't?
Well, he will be soon. He's very ill. I'm getting better.
No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a moment. Oh,